What's good? What's good? What's good, peoples? Let's recap the day. What's goody, my peoples? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Darkest Light, Shogun 76, Mike G. Y'all must have forgot Monty Norman, Professor X, Jaguar Tamer 8, Chief, Nacho Deuce Deuce 3. What's good? Mike G. What's good? Jerron Purtle, my brother. What's good? Tara Sims, peace and blessings, Queen. How you feeling tonight? Poe Porter, my great brother. What's going on? Anthony Lumar, Ruben Gutierrez, what's good? Brandon Williams, what's good? Maya Egypt, peace bus queen, how you feeling today? Nagara, what's good? Just watch the All Access, Ryan and Tank. Tyler Donnelly, what's good? The voice of Fred, what's good, great brother? How you feeling? Yeah, let's get into this. Unbiased Boston Talk, what's good, great brother? How you feeling? So let's get into this, right? Mike G, my brother, what's goody? Mr. Lightning World, what's good? Creighton Brooks, what's good? So let's get deep. Let's delve deep into this, right? Dr. Funny, Benny Bronx, what's good? Benny from the Bronx, what's good? Cobra Kai Legend, what's good? Terry Nelson II, what's good? JJ Short Deuce, what's good? GG Champ 15, 619 Cali Factor, what's good? So let's get into this. Everlasting Williams, what's good? Skills from New Orleans, C. Betha, Mamba, what's good? Yeah. Let's get all the way into this. There's a lot to unpack. Mike G, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, making sure the super chat works. Oh, man, that's my brother right there. Salute. Ronald Martinez, what's good? Hey, man, get the likes up, people. We got 250 people in here. We got 45 likes. That means we got 200 people moonlighting. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Get the lights all the way up. That's unacceptable. Rayvon Harris was good. Devon Pastor was good. That's unacceptable, man. Ain't no way we got 250 people here and we got 45 likes. Come on, people. Come on, man. Let's work. Anyway, we got a lot to unpack. Ryan Garcia already makes weight for this highly anticipated April 22nd showdown. So there should be no more talk about the catch weight, rehydration clause, or anything of that nature. We're going to delve into that. Okay? Adrian Cardona said dislike. Well, let me help you out, Adrian Cardona. Not so smart guy. MC was good. NC Tyrant Spy was good. R Felt was good. Adrian Cardona, let me help you out. Great, brother. Let me help you out. Brown on Boston was good. Kaya Rims was good. See, the thing about it is, whether you hit the like or dislike, whether you click to watch or not, right? Guess what you did? Not so smart guy. Tremont George, my brother, was good. Valley of the Sun, Peace Be Free, was good. Is you did the same exact thing as hitting the like button. A of Ahmad was good. 2T2 Row was good. See what happens? Robert Chandler was good. You see how that works? Not so smart guy. You see how that works? You see how that unfolds? 6 Jacob was good. Oh, I'm coming in there and hit the thumbs down button. Ted Quill was good. No Levels was good. Why wouldn't you just not come? You see, that means that I'm living rent-free in your head. Maya Egypt, peace bless queen. How you doing today? There is no way I'm going to go to nobody's platform just to dislike it. That means you dislike yourself. Brian Deuce 4 was good. Gertz was good. That means you dislike yourself. Why do you say that, Blue? Steven Taylor was good. Vegas 8 Deuce Rob was good. Because the most precious thing you have in the world is time. All felt was good. Let me say it to you again. The most precious thing you have in the world is time. So, Alfred Tapia was good. Quato Loso, my brother, was good. So, if you waste your time to go to another man's platform, Gray Mercy Bull was good, another man's business, to go and dislike it, then that means you dislike yourself because you would rather waste your time on somebody that you don't even like. Robin Morrell was good. Yeah. Curtis Robinson was good. Bloodshot 610 was good. Willette Strong, the queen in the building. Peace bless to the queen, Willette Strong. LeBron, what's going on, great brother? Why Bron to leave BOK? Because he wanted to leave. Dr. Funny was good. Mo G was good. I don't know what kind of answers y'all be expecting. Rosally Williams was good. So now, if you have enough free time in your life to say, let me go and dislike this man's channel, that means you had to be waiting for me to come on because they don't even send out the notification. Copperfield was good. Kawan Tucker, my brother. Mr. James Starks was good. Kevin was good. Andre Jones was good. You had to be waiting. So what was you doing in your free time? Why you have so much idle free time that you decide to tell yourself, hey, $1.50 was good. Then let me go to another man's platform, another man's business. Let me just go dislike it. Just cause. Quincy Carter was good. That says a lot about you. Dominique Lavelle was good. T-Bugs, my brother, was good. So anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming, right? So with that said, QY Dub Network was good. Back to regularly scheduled programming. So with that said, right, we have a lot going on that needs to be unpacked. Ryan Garcia made weight, right? He's already on weight. North Side Sniper was good. He's already on weight. QY Dub Network was good. He's already going to wait. He's 141. Flynn Cabanot was good. Yeah, they got way too much time on their hands. Shogun 76 was good, great brother. They got way too much time. Let me come here and dislike it. Brother, just don't come. You understand? That works better. Just don't come. Why would you come and dislike? That means you dislike yourself. That's what that means. Dominique Lavelle, my brother in the super chat, he said, salute, Blue, keep cooking. Salute, appreciate you, King. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes up. We got 350 people here. We should have 350 likes. Tech RD was good. Sherman Callahan, my brother, was good. Maya Idra, the queen. Blessings, queen. Smash the like button. 350 people. We should have 350 likes. Let's work. Yeah, he is, Mr. James Starks. Yeah, he is. But he's only doing it to himself, not to me, because you are participating. You are supporting me one way or another. You understand? You are supporting me one way or another. He don't even realize it. So I feel the need to educate people in these types of situations. You understand? You ain't not hurting me. You're helping me, actually. So you have to ask yourself, why do I feel the need to go to this man's platform, wait for him to come on just to go and dislike it? You understand? You should ask yourself that. STS Snoop was good. You understand? How does that benefit you? Greg Robbins was good. Rory Long Corey was good. Coogee Koo was good. Greg Robbins was good. Sean Bush, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother Sean Bush, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Respect my Luke, Prime Minister Sports. What's good? Giovanni Bergazzi, what's good, great brother? So, Freya's World, what's good? So now think about this. Cinnamon Savage, what's good? Robin Morrell, what's good? So now check this out, right? Devin Haney gets a lot of discredit. DJ L Boogie, what's good? Ben Frank Jr. 100, what's good? Ben Davis, my brother, what's good? Let's talk about this. Devin Haney gets a lot of disrespect. Sir Dante Fox, what's good? Quincy Carter, what's good? Ryan Garcia made weight. Devin Haney gets a lot of discredit and disrespect. And Tank is saying that after this win over Ryan Garcia, he will become the face of boxing. What that guy says, what's good, great brother? Now, I want to discuss all three. Sir Dante Fox, what's good? Okay. I want to discuss and have a conversation about all three, right? And Bradley Cat was good. And Kurt Robinson was good. And I was listening to the great brother, Coach Malachi, and his show. And I was listening to the callers call in. He had a call-in show. Go check out. He had a call-in show over True Media today, boxing. Mr. Neezy TV, what's good? Hector G, what's good? And I was listening to the callers. Third Simple NSU was good. And he had a great topic, right? Is Devin Haney attempting to be like Gervonta Tank Davis, right? And you know, the callers were saying, yeah, man, he's trying to be like him. He's trying to be like him, X, Y, and Z, right? Majority of the callers were saying such a thing, that Devin Haney was trying to be like Gervonta Tank Davis, right? And as I'm listening and I'm saying to myself, does everybody realize and understand that there's nothing new under the sun? Everybody's mimicking somebody. Now, Devin Haney has his own style compared to Gervonta Tank Davis' style. Paul Nesbitt was good. And furthermore, Treason Jefferson was good. Blessings to you, King. And furthermore, when we look at it from that standpoint, right, they are all following the trends of hip-hop and entertainment. Preacher Joe was good. Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't have his own style that he created, and neither does Devin Haney. They're both following the trends, and today's trend of these, I don't know what they call themselves, millennials. Preacher Joe was good. Chief Wildfire was good. I don't know. You know, my daughter be telling me different names for who they are. They're not millennials. They something else, whatever. I need y'all to get the likes up to 300, right? And so they're all mimicking somebody else. You understand? And furthermore, right? You know, Gen X. Thank you, Preacher Joe. Gen X. So furthermore, right? They're all mimicking somebody. Tank Davis didn't develop his style. Mike from Queens was good. As you see Tank Davis progress in life, he's picking up styles like Velcro. So as you rolling in life, you pick up things, habits, okay, ways. John Doe was good. Okay, James Harvey was good. And as Tank Davis, if you look at Tank Davis, how he presented himself early in his career, he did everything to mimic Floyd Mayweather. Melvin Gent was good. You understand? Prolific One was good. He did. Eric Salazar was good. He did everything to mimic Floyd Mayweather, right? He even fought in the same outfits with the same colors as Floyd Mayweather has in his career. He wore the sombrero. That is from Floyd Mayweather. He wore, you understand? But again, Floyd Mayweather, he didn't create his style. He got that from his uncle, who was the Roger Mayweather. Jerome Purdy was good. Roger Mayweather got that. Roger Mayweather started doing that. So Floyd Mayweather got it from somebody who got it from somebody. Regardless, We should just want to see the best fighting the best. The UBE was good. You understand? You think Tank makes weight? Of course, Tank gonna make weight. So at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. What matters is let's see Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. Period. That's it. That's it. Right? The problem that I have, King Alley was good. Mike Lee was good, comrade. CEO Shorty was good. April Davis, peace of bless, Queen. Your intro has me memorizing all the great stats. Love it. Blessings to you, Queen. Appreciate you. Habitual line stepper was good. So we got to understand something. It should just be about the best fighting the best. Period. Who cares if Devin Haney is trying to mimic that of Gervonta Tank Davis? You understand? Cinnamon Savage, Z-Stacks 1017 was good. Nobody should care, right? Smash the like button. We got 430 people and we got 196 likes. That means we got 250 people moonlighting. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Get the likes all the way up. Let's work. So therefore, this was the most disturbing part to me is when fans started calling in the brother show and they started talking about how much the belts don't matter. See, this is the issue I have with the fighters that water down the sport of boxing and disrespect the people that came up before them. Okay? Talking about the belts don't matter. Of course the belts matter. What do you mean the belts don't matter? That's like going into the NBA and saying winning an NBA championship don't matter. Or going in the NFL and saying winning the Super Bowl doesn't matter. Or I got clips was good. Desmond Stewart was good. Winter Solstice was good. Or going to the imagine being a baseball player and saying number 3 was good. Imagine being a baseball player and saying I don't want to go to the pennant. I don't want to hold up that trophy. What are you talking about? Who says it doesn't matter? Respect my Luke was good. Why wouldn't winning the pennant in baseball not matter? Why would not winning the Super Bowl not matter? You think Dan Marino, who's one of the greatest football players in the history of the NFL, would ever say winning the Super Bowl don't matter? You think Charles Barkley saying, nah, I didn't win an NBA championship don't matter? What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. Midwest Boston was good. Basel Amjad was good. So I'm hearing the fans call in and say, hey, he talking about the belt. Well, he got the easiest path to get the belt, and the belts don't matter. Stop it. A Rated Scholar was good. And for all you fighters watering down the sport that allows you the lifestyle that you live, you are tearing down the sport when you say something like that. Period. Southwest Dice was good. What do you mean the belts don't matter? You think the belts didn't matter to Big George Foreman? You think the belts didn't matter to Muhammad Ali? You think that Muhammad Ali prided himself on, hey, Joe Frazier ain't the champion because he ain't never beat me for the belt. Muhammad Salam was good. Imagine that. Imagine that. Floyd Mayweather tell you the first thing you say, Bob Willie was good. When you ask Floyd Mayweather about his career, I beat more world champions than anybody in the history of sport of boxing. But I thought belts don't matter. So by that, Tofu was good. If you go by that, if we say belts don't matter, right? Then that means we have to completely discredit everything Floyd Mayweather did. Yi Huncho was good. You know how many fighters' careers you have to completely discredit if you tell the people the belts don't matter? You know how many people? Christian, what's going with your nephew? Right? You know how many people, you know how you discrediting the sport and people's career if you tell them the belts don't matter? Well, that means Manny Pacquiao won't be a Hall of Famer. C. Betha was good. Because you remove the fact that Manny Pacquiao is a 8-division world champion, well then you remove the fact that belts don't matter, then who is Manny Pacquiao? And what has he done? El Jeffy 51 was good. If you remove the belts, $1 trillion Dream Deuce was good. Then you have to remove the fact that Floyd Mayweather is a 5-division world champion. And he beat more world champions than anybody in history of sport of boxing. So you remove the fact that belts don't matter. So then what does Floyd Mayweather represent for the sport of boxing? Bernard Crawford was good. Mac J. Hollywood was good. If you remove the belts, then the whole history of linealship, pound for pound, and guys like Sugar Ray Robinson that jumped multiple weight classes to become world champions, well, then you discredit what they did. Well, if you remove the belts and say belts don't matter, then you remove the fact that Roy Jones Jr. jumped up and it's the only man that started his career at 154 and became a heavyweight world champion. Well, if you remove the belts, then that feat doesn't even matter. So then what does Roy Jones represent then? If belts don't matter. If you remove the belts, then you telling the world, Michael J. was good, that Roy Jones jumping up to heavyweight, the only man to do what he did, it don't matter. That means you are discrediting Roberto Duran when you say that Roberto Duran, Dre Finest, Triple OG was good. When Roberto Duran went all the way from 35 to become a champion at 160 at middleweight, then you saying belts don't matter, then you discrediting that achievement. That means you discrediting a large part of what Roberto Duran stood for. Because we keep saying belts don't matter. Because we keep saying belts don't matter. We keep on with this silly narrative that belts don't matter. West Philly tour was good. What do you mean belts don't matter? Of course belts matter. So we use this narrative, Drummer 700 was good, to try to discredit Devin Haney and his accomplishments. To tell the world that belts don't matter. Devin Haney's the undisputed champion. But now when it comes to Devin Haney, belts don't matter. So if belts don't matter, right, then what did Gervonta Tank Davis build his career off of? You remove the fact that he's a 3-division champion, what has he done then? Because then you talk about the fighters he fought, like Leo Santa Cruz, that's the biggest accomplished fighter on his resume. You remove Leo Santa Cruz, his belts, and he's the fact that he's a 4-division champion, then what have you done? Jermaine Whitehead, what's good? Then what have you done? Quincy Carter, my brother in Super Chat. The goal is to be world champion from the beginning, shaking my head. I thought that was the case. Alan, was good? Jermaine Whitehead, who are you referring to when you said y'all are fools giving the pimp your money? The villain was good. Roy was good. If belts don't matter, what are you actually fighting for then? Right. You fighting just to take the fans' money because you ain't trying to accomplish nothing. So belts don't matter, then we just in a popularity contest. Illy Willy was good. Jermaine Whitehead, I can send you the link and you can talk about it as a man face to face. I don't ask nobody for money, brother. See, people that come here and like to discredit other people again. Here goes another man that don't like himself. Kenny Mann was good. Burgess Meredith was good. See, any man that comes to another man's workplace and platform and business and talking about, hey, don't do this, don't do that, right? Then that means you don't like yourself. Roy was good. Don't time him out, don't block him, don't do none of that, none of those things. Oh, stop giving this. What are you mad for? Texas Hauler was good. Hey, this is a new world and new era we live in. I ain't never seen other quote unquote supposedly grown men running around talking about, hey, don't give this man no money. Fingerhole was good. How about I send you the link and you come explain? Steve Mega was good. How about that? Jermaine Whitehead. Saw Samurai was good. Kenny Man was good. How about that? Ronnie Miller Jr. was good. Andres Ortiz was good. Fit for Life Part 1. My brother in the super chat dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, I think Devin is hated for having his father there as a great support. It is the same jealousy AB had when he was making fun of Showtime, saying his father had the money and he should have had. Yeah, it's sad. Marvelous Tracks was good. Chilltown Major was good. AJ64 was good. His Story was good. Yeah, man, it's amazing. OPJ 5E was good. It always amazes me, right? You know, I don't understand this, right? Fit for Life, because when you look at Devin Haney and you look at Devin Haney's career, Donald Favors was good. You look at Devin Haney and you look at Devin Haney's career, right? And you say to yourself, when looking at Devin Haney, AJ64 was good, and you're looking at Devin Haney's career, where does the disdain come from? Because he's confident in himself and in his abilities? Is that where it comes from? Where does that come from? Because he wants to fight the best and he's confident in his abilities? You understand? What he's doing should be praised, not disliked. Just ask yourself that question. We talk about Devin Haney not being able to punch his way out of a wet paper bag, right? That's what they talk about. But it's funny because Lomachenko has 11 knockouts. Does anybody talk about the lack of punching power that Lomachenko has? Right? Think about that now. Right? Fit for Life. Now think about this. Does anybody ever heard anybody talk about how Lomachenko don't pack a punch? Lomachenko's not a big puncher. Do you hear anybody saying that? He only has 11 knockouts. Why? Because he had these stoppages where people was quitting, but they wasn't quitting because of the power and the punishment they was taking. They was quitting because of frustration. That's completely different. Sylvester Anderson was good. That is the epitome of hit and not get hit. And so they were frustrated that they couldn't hit him, but they was getting hit. They wasn't knocked out. They wasn't stumbling, staggering, falling all over the place. Kelly Shaw was good. So somebody explain to me, right? Lomachenko has 11 knockouts in his career. Chantel Hill was good. Why? Solo Production was good. Because Devin Haney had knockout of the year. So we look at Teofimo Lopez's record, man, right? Let's just look at the amount of knockouts Teofimo Lopez has. Nobody confused Devin Haney with being a massive puncher, okay? But this notion, right, that he's not exciting because he don't get knockouts is completely ridiculous, right? Teofimo Lopez has 13 knockouts in his career. Buki Brown was good. 1430 PJ was good. He has 13 knockouts in his career. Devin has 15. Mario Dane was good. Loma's a true 130 pounder. No, he's a true 135 pounder because that's where he fights at. Don't tell me what he should be. Tell me what he's doing. If that's the case, I can tell you Deontay Wilder is a true cruiserweight. Who cares about that? Ain't nobody going to say that, right? Ain't nobody going to tell you, yeah, well, you should give Deontay Wilder a pass because he's really a true cruiserweight. Dude came in and one of the fights at 209 pounds. That's only 9 pounds over cruiserweight. He's essentially a cruiserweight. But does anybody give Deontay Wilder a pass and say, well, he's essentially a cruiserweight? Does anybody do that? No. So why are we doing it? Why do we like to create narratives? Why do we like to have these false, hey, man, this dude is really, well, if that's the case, Manny Pacquiao, when he was getting knocked out, he was really a featherweight. And so was Juan Manuel Marquez. And Timothy Bradley was really a junior welterweight. And Terrence Crawford is really a lightweight. Oh, you ain't going to say that, though. Terry Roberts was good. Armstrong Consultant, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, the wife Pam have been upset about the haters at her workplace. Let her know the haters don't matter. Much love, Blue. Hashtag easy. Oh, they never matter, Queen. Pam, blessings to you, Queen. Use me as an example. You see, these dudes come here just to hate. I get people, Armstrong Consultant, tell the Queen Pam that I get people pay. They come here and pay to hate on me. That's amazing. To dislike me. They pay to dislike me. They pay. Pam, they pay to dislike me. It don't get no worse than that. They'll pay their hard-earned money. They'll spend the most precious thing they have in their world is time to come here and dislike me. Kevin Jackson was good. I had a brother right now, Jermaine Whitehead, came here talking about don't support that brother. Why would another man tell somebody else don't help another man feed his family? What kind of man are you? You're not a man. You're not even a human being, for that matter. Why would I go to somebody and tell somebody, hey, don't pay that man? Just think about that. Think about that. And don't even have the decency, right? I told you, Jermaine Whitehead, I'll send you the link. Let's see your face. And come explain yourself. They disappear. Guillermo Maldonado was good. They'll disappear. Robert Chandler, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Blue, to be fair, Tank from the start have been vocal that are not chasing belts. They also say they're going to starve Devin out. If Tank won't fight Devin next, when will they fight? Tank staying at 135 for a minute. And that's a problem. Because, again, Tank got that notion from Floyd Mayweather. I'm almost certain when Tank first started his career with Coach Calvin, do you think that they started in Upton Gym before they met Floyd Mayweather and talking about we ain't trying to be no world champions? See, Floyd Mayweather could tell you that, right? Christian Rapper was good. Floyd Mayweather, Elvis Solano was good. Floyd Mayweather will tell you, hey, belts don't matter. I can't eat belts. I can't eat trophies. But at the same time, he'll tell you to solidify himself as one of the greatest, as TBE, he'll tell you how he beat more world champions than anybody in the history of sport of boxing, that he's a 5-division world champion. He'll never not mention that. When talking about what he's accomplished in the sport of boxing, he will be the one. He will be first to tell you his accomplishments in beating more world champion, how many times he was a world champion. Don't he got pictures with him with the belts on his Instagram, on his social media? A room full of belts? Don't Floyd Mayweather have that? Huh? Floyd Mayweather got pictures with himself, right? With nothing but belts around him. Right? As he retired, he said, hey, belts don't matter. My kids can't eat belts. Well, he passed that on. P. Ali was good. To the youth coming up behind him that haven't accomplished what he accomplished. So it's easy for him to say. It's easy for a billionaire to say, man, material things don't matter. The thing about life is enjoying life. Well, it's hard to enjoy life if you ain't got no funds to keep the lights on, the water hot, and the bills paid, and food on the table. It's easy for a billionaire to tell you, hey, material things don't matter. I'm just glad I woke up today. I'm sure you are. You woke up today, you put your feet on your marble floor, then you took your feet and had them you placed them in your Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or Versace slippers. You got to put your Versace matching robe on, whether Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or whatever. You went to your his and her sink that got marble floors and gold marble floors and gold toilets and gold faucets. Okay, right? You look in your driveway and pick what you want. You walked into the kitchen and told your chef what you wanted for breakfast. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure at that point in time, in that stage of your life, you could easily say, yeah, money don't matter. Dre Finance, Triple OG, brother in the super chat. He said only them with a specific agenda say it don't matter. Oh, for sure. For sure. So Floyd Mayweather telling Gervonta Tank Davis that, well, he's in a funny position to say belts don't matter because he's already accomplished all of that. So of course he could tell Tank Davis belts don't matter. Tap was good. John was good. Fit for Life Part 1, my brother back in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. And if chips and belts don't matter, neither does the Boxing Hall of Fame and every Hall of Fame that has existed in every sport. Facts. Yeah, Quincy Carter sound good. So now think about this, right? You think when Tank Davis started, right, Fit for Life, you think when Tank Davis first started his career with Calvin in the Upton gym, that they was talking about belts don't matter? Come on, man. That just sounds ridiculous. It sounds ridiculous for us to say it. It sounds ridiculous for these fighters to say it. It is a slap in the face to the ancestors that preceded them and the ones that carved out the niche. You know what the fighters had to fight for African American black athletes to even fight for the belts, and then you turn around and talk about belts don't even matter. AK Crowder was good. Really? Really? Because you rather it be a popularity contest? Mark Miller was good. You think LeBron James is in the NBA talking about championships don't matter? I'm more popular than Michael Jordan, so that makes me better. You think that? Huh? John Nathan was good. You think that LeBron James is in the NBA right now talking about I don't need no more championships. I don't need no more championships. Belts don't matter. Oh, I already surpassed Michael Jordan. Teddy Fresh, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, I saw your video about Usyk ducking in the comments defending saying he has to fight his Mando. WBA super champion does not have a Mando. The WBA regular has a Mando. A duck is a duck. Yeah, absolutely, Teddy Fresh. But that's what I was getting at, but they don't understand that. Salute to my brother Teddy Fresh, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. That's why I said the WBA will not uphold and Lonnie Davis Jr. was good and force Usyk to fight his mandatory. They're not going to strip him, but people didn't understand that, and that's what I was getting at, Teddy Fresh, when I said the WBA is not going to strip him for fighting Deontay Wilder. That's a false narrative. Coach Perry was good. That's something just to hide behind him not fighting Deontay Wilder, point blank and period. Sylvester Simple, brother in the super chat. He said, got two. Regis versus Shane Mosley, Big Baby versus Otto Wallin. I got Big Baby winning. He's just too big, too aggressive. And Regis, Shane Mosley beats Regis Program. Shane Mosley beats him. John Nathan, my brother in the super chat, he says, stop defending Haney. He a bully, and so are you. Hey, let me ask you a question, John Nathan. Now watch this. Have you ever seen Devin Haney miss weight? Sir Dante Fox was good. Have you ever seen Devin Haney miss weight? T was good. C Mac was good. Yes or no? Hope now, my brother was good. J Kurt 20, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Why is Tank and Loma talking about Devin weight now, especially Tank? He fought at 140. So what's the problem? I just think Tank no Devin is a problem. And now Calvin Ford talking about starving Devin out. Bad look. Agreed. This dude said, "Okay, I'm gonna send you the link. Nice with it. What's good? You got 20. You got 10 minutes because I'm gonna cook you in 10 minutes. Because you like salmon. You're easy to cook. Tune, what's going on? Salute to J Kurt 20, my brother, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, great brother. Hey, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Dimitri Felton was good. I don't want nobody but Jermaine Whitehead, this brother, to click the link. We have to make examples out of people. It's only right. Lonnie Davis Jr., brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. I don't blame these young fighters focusing on money, which is the prize in prize fighting, because the belt sanction bodies with all the fake made up belts and promoters having ruined the sport. My humble opinion. Yeah, I understand that, right? 1,000%. I understand that 1,000%. But if all of the fighters get together, they can make a change within the sanction bodies. You see what I'm saying, Lonnie Davis Jr.? And I'm all for them getting on. If there's anybody for these fighters getting as much money as possible, okay? So then, John Nathan, if he never missed weight, then how is he a weight bully? When Tank Davis has missed weight twice, what are you talking about? So then if I miss weight twice, then that means I'm in the wrong weight class. Cool Breeze was good. Kenny Man was good. I ain't never missed weight. Then why you talking about I'm a weight bully? So that means Jamel Charlo and Jamal Charlo are identical twin brothers. They fight in two separate weight classes. Jamal Charlo fights 6 pounds above Jamel Charlo. They're identical twin brothers. You can't even tell them apart. Now, Jamal Charlo is slightly bigger than Jamel Charlo. So then you're telling me that Jamel Charlo essentially is weight bullying 154-pound division because he should be fighting he's the same size as his brother that fights at 160. And now let me ask you a question, John Nathan, right? Who's bigger, Devin Haney or Nakatani? And salute to Lonnie Davis Jr. I understand what you're saying, and I'm all for the fighters getting 1,000% of every bit of ounce. Big Drew was good of the money that they deserve because they put their life on the line. I have no problem with them getting that money, but I have a problem with them watering down the sport. John Nathan said Devin Haney is bigger than Nakatani. Goodbye. Get him out of here. Don't even want to see you no more. Goodbye. Deuces. Get him going. I don't even want to see that dude in here no more. Goodbye. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more. When you come here talking silly like that and you can't even be realistic, then we can't even have a conversation. Hey, Jermaine Franklin, Jermaine Whitehead, right? I just sent the link. What are you waiting for? What you waiting for, brother? Yes, Alani, I'm all for the fighters getting every ounce and every bit of money that they're owed. 1,000%. You can't even keep it real, then I don't want to have a conversation with you. If you're not even going to be realistic and tell the truth, right, then I don't want to have a conversation with you. If you can't keep it honest, right, about the simplest things, right, that I've asked you who's bigger, Nakatani and Devin Haney, and you had the audacity to say Nakatani because you just don't want to keep it 100, then I don't want to have an issue with you. I don't want to have a conversation with you. Because you already told me where you coming from. So it's no point. Jermaine 419 was good. That 24-pound weight gain is ridiculous, boo. Yeah. He said that he gains 24 pounds. 24 pounds? That's ridiculous, man. £24. Dimitri Felton was good. How is being petty ducking though? They're always talking about Tank. Who is they? Who is they? Dimitri Felton. Who is they? Who is they? Again, Mr. Physics was good. He said, but Blue don't see that as a issue. Blue cap. What are you talking about? Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Jab Jamboree. Hey, Blue, I bet you Canelo open up a gym for his people. Jermaine Whitehead, now you're talking about what Canelo Alvarez do for his people. I put the link in the chat, brother. Now you're talking about, hey, Blue, I bet you Canelo open up a gym for his people. I don't care what Canelo do for his people, open up a gym. What that got to do with the price of tea in China? What that got to do with me and you talking about, brother? Floyd Mayweather opened up multiple gyms. Kenny Man was good. Floyd Mayweather has opened up multiple gyms around the world. All the African American athletes, from Terrence Crawford to Errol Spence to Tank Davis to Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, what's his name? Rolly Romero, Cool Boy Steph. You name them, they done trained in Floyd Mayweather gym. So what are you talking about? He essentially opened up a gym for his people. You could go to Vegas right now and walk in the Floyd Mayweather gym. A Well was good. El Rivy was good. Mr. Physics said, Blue, Nakatani is skinny, Haney is bulky. What are you talking about? Devin Haney is skinny, brother, and with a wiry frame. When has Devin Haney been bulky? You dudes y'all are amazing. Only in the sport of boxing. Now Devin Haney is bulky and Nakatani is skinny. Man, what? Why? Because Devin Haney got more definition to his physique? What are you talking about? Jerry Edrington, what's good? Randy Sims, what's good? No, they do not. Stop making up lies. Y'all, Q Wall, what's good, family? Y'all did Randy Sims. Y'all be making up stories. Oh, Bill and Dev be keeping Tank. No, they don't. They was asked. Devin Haney was asked about Tank Davis. He was asked about him. What are you talking about? Carlos Burrell was good. He was asked about him. He didn't just put a camera in his face and start talking. Somebody asked him about it. What are you talking about? Texas was good. Lonnie Davis Jr., my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Blue, the fighters are pivoting and adopting to what and how the sanction bodies are doing and watering down the belts and rankings. That's all said and well, but they can make a change for that. They can make a change for that in the sport of boxing. The fighters have the ability to change that. Joe So Vibes was good. Y'all better stop listening to these people tell you just fake narrative. Y'all just be running with anything. Yeah, well, they keep talking about. What are you talking about? He was just asked about him. Just like everybody else was asked. Bob Arum was asked. Do you mean so Bob Arum can't keep his name out of his mouth? Two-Tone the Superstar was good. Bradley Carroll was good. And furthermore, if you consider yourself the best, he should be wanting to talk about him, and you should be happy that he's talking about him because you should want to see the best fighting the best. So what are you talking about? So what are you talking about? Fit for life, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. In my opinion, there are only two real weight bullies in boxing, Tyson Fury and Sebastian Fundora, LOL. Salute, my brother Fit for life, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Appreciate you. Mr. Physics. Oh, Bill is be trying to get his shine from Tank like you, Blue. Mr. Physics, tell me, how does it taste? Salty? Unsalty? You tell me. Carlos Burrell was good. Huh? Inform me. David Morero was good. What are you talking about? That's the silliest thing. Oh, you trying to get shine? I'm trying to get shine off him. What are you talking about? I'm trying to get shine off him. And why is Bill trying to get shine off of him? What do you mean Bill is trying to get shine off of him? His son is the fighter in the same exact division. Why would he be trying to get shine off of him? What are you talking about? Stop repeating these silly things. Saret Yah Israel, what's good, great brother? What do you mean he's trying to get shine off of him? L. Harris was good. Where do they come up with these dudes? Are you manufactured in a Baltimore factory or something? Like Child's Play? Do they just stick one up? Are you just on the machine just and they stick the arm here and one arm there and they just they put the thing in here? Are you manufactured? It wasn't hard for me to know you're from Baltimore. That wasn't hard. We're talking about the sport of boxing. Devin Haney's in the same weight class. They talking about fighting what's considered the other best fighter, and you talking about he's trying to get shine off of him. That's just silly. Boxing sparring was good. Marella Garcia, blessings, queen. LA Fight Club was good. Chief North Up was good. Imagine this. Let's put it in layman's terms because you dudes don't understand. So imagine this, right? See, I always gotta relate to. I gotta correlate it to other sports so you dudes can get an understanding of just how silly this sounds. I just want you to know how silly this sounds. Imagine you in the Western Conference. Imagine you Hakeem Olajuwon and you win 2 championships in 94 and 95 when Michael Jordan retired, right? Now, imagine Hakeem Olajuwon saying, Michael Jordan came back. I want to play. I'm considered the best. And we won 2 championships. But I want to play Michael Jordan in the finals. And imagine people going in, yeah, man, yeah, you know what? Hakeem Olajuwon is just clout chasing off a Jordan name. Don't that just sound silly? Don't that sound silly to you? That didn't sound silly rolling off your tongue? You dudes have become so infatuated with a single fighter that you lose sight of reality. John Merriweather was good. Otis the Great was good. That you lose sight of reality. So imagine Hakeem Olajuwon saying, I want to play Michael Jordan in the finals. I think we could beat yeah, well, man, guess what? Oh, man. Imagine the commentators being like, man, this dude clout chasing off a Jordan name. What? Oh, imagine this. Imagine you playing baseball and the Yankees is the pinnacle, because they are. The Yankees is the pinnacle of the sport of baseball, right? Imagine you could get to the World Series if the Mets had the opportunity. Now, let me ask you a question, right? I'm going to ask y'all, Q Lee was good, Red was good. I'm going to ask y'all a serious question. If the Mets was in, the Mets is in the NL, National League, and the Yankees is in the AL, American League. But they both play in the Big Apple, the greatest city in the world, in New York City, right? All Stokes is good. The Mets are considered the little brothers here in New York City. If the Mets had the opportunity to play the Yankees in the World Series over playing the Houston Astros, now, obviously, right? Big Dollar Hustle is good. They want to win the World Series. But you think if the Mets had an opportunity, who you think they want to play in the World Series to make a statement? Who you think they want to play to make a statement? So now, if the Mets say, we want to play the Yankees, oh, man, yeah, well, these dudes talking about playing the Yankees, they clout chasing. They trying to get their name up off the Yankees. What? Michael Jordan wins 6 championships. You don't think every team in the league wanted to play the Bulls in the finals? Laylaw was good. You don't think every team in the league, Jonathan J.J. Kurtz was good, wanted to play and beat the Bulls in the finals? Wouldn't that be kind of silly to say, yeah, well, we want to get to the finals and you know who we want to play? We want to play the Cavaliers with Mark Price and Brad Daugherty. Yeah, that's who we want to play. You want to play the Bulls because you want to play what's deemed as the best. So if Gervonta Tank Davis considers himself the best in the division, why wouldn't Devin Haney and Bill Haney look to fight Gervonta Tank Davis? Why would they look at anywhere else? Not to mention how silly this sounds. To make it even worse, this dude, Devin Haney, has been calling out every other fighter in the division. He came face to face with Ryan Garcia multiple times, and Ryan Garcia turned him down. So is he clout chasing Ryan Garcia too? Ron was good. Oh, that's right. He's only clout and chasing Tank. Oz was good. That should sound silly. You should feel ashamed of yourself even repeating such silly things. Raven Hawk was good. When Devin Haney got in the ring with Ryan Garcia on multiple occasions trying to make the fight, and Ryan Garcia went in a different direction. Weedy Gonzalez was good. Jermaine Gant was good. Devin Haney was trying to fight Robert Easter before you even knew who Tank Davis was. Did you know that? Did you know he was trying to fight Mikey Garcia? Before you knew who Tank Davis was in the division? Oh, you don't remember that, right? Mr. Fizz is back in the super chat again. If Devin was the man, he wouldn't need Tank. Come on. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Rajun, what's good? Let me ask you a question. So you think Tank Davis did this by himself? He didn't need no help? Tank Davis got co-signed by the biggest name in boxing history. You can make a case Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. Other than that, Floyd Mayweather co-signed Gervonta Tank Davis, brother. So you remove Floyd Mayweather, then what are we talking about here? Please explain that. Sylvester Simple, my brother in the super chat. Where do you see Dev finish career? 154, 160, 150, 147, 154. He might attempt to go to 54. He's actually a little bit taller and more rangy than Floyd. That's a possibility. Tank worked hard, don't take his shine away. And Devin Haney didn't? Shut up. Devin Haney didn't have Floyd Mayweather co-sign him. If you can actually make a case, Devin worked more harder because he did it on his own with Bill. What are you talking about? They've been doing it on their own. So what are you talking about? They all work hard. Don't take his shine away. He worked hard for this. And Devin didn't? What are you talking about? Of course, as I told you, Cut Creator 1 was good. As I told you, Floyd Mayweather co-signed him. Tank did the work. He backed it up. Larry Tyler was good. Devin didn't sign with Floyd, his fault. But you just said Tank did the work. Misfit Dub was good. You just said Tank did all the work. Now you're saying it's Devin's fault. He should have signed with Floyd. So then it's safe to say that Floyd played a major part in where he's at today, right? And Devin wanted to do it on his own. Ease number 1 was good. So what's wrong with that? They both took the correct path to success. They both successful. So you trying to downplay one, Robert Williams was good, to uplift the other. You can't. Gabriel, what's good? Gabriel Johnson was good. Every fighter works. Every Ave North Philly. You got to put your face in there, bro. Top 10 was good. Got to see your face, great brother. Show your face. Hey, Will, what's good? Every Ave North Philly. Blue Dug in the Smoke on StreamYard. No, I'm not. I just said you got to put your face like you see my face. Man, New York 1718 is Brooklyn in the house without a doubt. I don't duck anything, brother. What are you talking about? I just said the brother got to put his face on it. Spam 619 was good. That's what I said. The one ducking is you don't put your face there. Dave, my brother, was good. Charles Gilliam, what's good? Sometimes people don't want to, then they don't want to smoke. Then why you just said I'm ducking it when you can see my face? Make it make sense. Cinnamon Savage, what's good? Make it make sense, brother. Rick Elizondo, what's good? Band Up, what's good with you, nephew? Jim Homie, what's good? You just said, "Oh, see, Blue don't want." No, Blue just said, "I have no problem bringing you on. Show your face. I don't want to see a logo or whatever. No, show your face." I'm still waiting on the other brother that did all that talking, but he ain't clicked the link yet. That brother ain't clicked the link yet. So now when it comes to your fee, what's good? Blue, who you got? Jahad Tucker or Xander Zayas? Oh, that's a good fight. I don't know who I got winning that fight yet. B Dollar Hustle, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Devin the champ, Shakur, Ryan Tank, and Timo can all send him a contract, but they don't. Sure don't. Amir Muhammad College Hoop was good. I won't say that about Shakur Stevenson because he just got to the division. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney was chasing him down. We all know that, and he didn't take the fight. But everybody says that he's clout chasing off a tank name. When we seen him trying to fight Ryan Garcia, we seen him trying to fight Teofimo Lopez. So I don't understand. What are we talking about? S. Calhoun was good. He's been trying to fight Lomachenko for years. Okay, and we acting like this is something new. Then talking about, well, he's just clout chasing off a tank name. What are you talking about? Okay, well, let's be real here. Let's keep it honest. Then we're gonna keep it 100. Ryan Garcia was clout chasing off a tank name, and they had no problem fighting him. The face of MMA was good. So what are we talking about here? Ryan Garcia was been clout chasing, as he admitted. Ryan Garcia has been admitting on numerous occasions. I was clout chasing Tank Davis. Jeff, the producer, was good. This is a fight I've been calling him out and chasing this fight for years, and he got the fight. Nobody talking about he was clout chasing. Because then y'all say, well, no, that's because Ryan Garcia got a fan base. What fan base? Ryan Garcia fan base, like Floyd Mayweather said, the Boston man was good. Like Floyd Mayweather said, Ryan Garcia is a YouTuber. Floyd Mayweather himself said that. King Vilco on Instagram was good. Floyd Mayweather himself said that. Right out of his own mouth. And y'all know I don't even like that statement. Who else mouth he said it out of?
Yo, Blue, what's good, Brody?
What's goody with you, great brother?
Hey, look, so hey, Blue, before we get to this sparring session, I want to say, man, you got the best boxing channel on YouTube. Anybody tell you something different, they lying, they hating, bro.
I appreciate
I'm gonna respectfully go at it with you. All right, so you say, and I love Devin, I love Shakur, I love Ty, I love them all. So it ain't like I got a favorite fighter. Another, well, take my favorite, but I don't have no bias. You said that ain't nobody was willing to fight Devin or sending no contract or anxious to send him a contract, which is true. But Shakur was on him, and Bill energy kind of changed a little bit. We gonna keep it a bean. They was talking. They was on the live stream. I forgot what's the name of the channel they was talking on.
on
But he was
my brother man, what?
neither here nor there.
H money,
But,
H
but
money, H money.
Age Money. They was on Age Money, and he was like, Shakur, can we get off? Can we get off live? Can we get off? Cause I'm gonna be honest. Devin and Tank know Shakur probably gonna be probably the toughest fight. You know what I'm saying? So they want to save him for last, and they want to build that fight up. Shakur just entered into the division, so that makes sense for them to not want to mess up future fights. But I feel like Tank taking a route of gradually knocking off, because we all can agree Ryan probably gonna be the easiest fight, even though he ain't sweet. He probably gonna be the easiest one. I would if I was Tank. Let me get this money off Ryan. He got a high name, big name, whatever. Knock him out. Then I'm gonna go fight Devin because his chin kind of suspect. Maybe, and then fight Shakur like he said he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Now,
You know what I mean?
let me say this, right?
Uh,
Shakur ain't never sent no contract.
Shakur can't sign a contract.
Right, but they both with Bob Arum.
Yeah, but Shakur, I don't think he got control. I don't think he got that type of control like Devin do. Devin got his own promotion, even though he is with Bob Brown. He is with Bob Brown, but I don't see Shakur and Bob Arum and Bill and Devin like, yeah, come on, let's fight each other because that fight ain't even built up yet. It's all
Right.
at the end of the day, they is prize fighters. They want to fight for the biggest prize. That's why Earl and Chance had to wait till they got their numbers right. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So we gotta look at
It's,
that part too. Like,
it's like this with Shakur, with the Shakur fight, right?
yeah,
Shakur was always 2 weight classes behind him. He didn't even have a fight at 135 yet,
mm,
right? That's why the Four Kings was never disrespectful to his skill set and his talent. It's just that he wasn't in the same. He wasn't even in a consideration of fighting him because he was 2 weight classes behind him. So when we
right.
talked about the Four Kings, if he was in their weight class, we would either be saying the Five Kings or Ryan is out,
Facts.
right? But we didn't consider him one of the Four Kings because he was 2 weight classes behind him. Now he quickly caught up, right? He
Yeah,
quickly caught up, but he hasn't had a fight in that division yet, right? So it goes like this. It's similar to this, right? I used to tell people this about Errol Spence with Terrence Crawford, right?
mhm,
When I used to say this all the time, Terrence Crawford wasn't on Errol Spence's radar because Terrence Crawford was 2 weight classes behind those dudes, right? So he was 2 weight classes behind the Keith Thurman, Sean Porters, Errol Spence's, right? The Manny Pacquiao's, Kell Brook. He was 2 weight classes behind them. Now, Danny Garcia, they were similar in the same conversation. But Terrence Crawford wasn't in that conversation, right? He's more so Johnny come lately. But now we talk about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence because Terrence Crawford done fought 6 times at welterweight now. He's a champion at
and
welterweight.
knocked out everybody.
He knocked out everybody, right? So now it's more of a realistic of talking about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. So it's similar to saying we never talked about Devin Haney versus Shakur. We never talked about Tank versus Shakur or Tio versus Shakur or any of those fighters. We only started talking about Shakur at this point to use him as Shakur is being used as a pawn in this situation. No disrespect to Shakur. He knows that's
No,
I love
no,
him.
no, you're right. He is.
Right.
He is.
He's being used as a pawn in a situation because Devin Haney is trying to fight the Tank Davis of the world, and so now everybody keeps saying, "Well, what about Shakur? What about Shakur? What about Shakur?" Well, no. What about the fights that's right there? That's already there. When Devin got in the ring when Devin got in the ring with Ryan Garcia, Shakur was fighting at 126.
That's true.
When Devin confronted Lomachenko, Shakur is fighting at 126.
That's
When
true.
Devin is pressing the fight for Tank Davis, Shakur's fighting at 126, right? So now what happens is we know Shakur is a dog. We know his skill set is the pinnacle, and now he's coming in. He hasn't even had a fight, but we talk about Devin Haney is ducking Shakur. Now, how's he ducking Shakur? He was Devin Haney. It wasn't like Shakur had a belt and Devin Haney working around him. It wasn't like Shakur was there. He didn't even have a fight at 135 yet. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
that's true.
So now we using Shakur as the pawn to say Devin doing all that talking. Why not fight Shakur? Well, if that's the case, why nobody else trying to fight Shakur? Because ain't nobody else eager to fight him either.
Ain't nobody trying to fight that kid, man. See,
Hey,
bro,
think
you
about
know ain't
this.
nobody trying to fight him, man. That's a high risk, low reward.
Right now, think about this. Hey, Will, check this out.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard in this entire this year, a year and a half, have you ever
Hmm.
heard anybody talk about or make mention of Shakur versus Ryan Garcia?
No,
Not one time.
not at all.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So we only use. Does anybody talk? Well, now Tio moved up, but nobody talks about Shakur versus Ryan Garcia. We don't even. That's not even a thing because we using them Shakur and his skill set because people feel like Shakur Stevenson skill set can offset Devin Haney, and he can. So what happens is the Tank Davis fans that saying that Devin Haney is clout chasing off of Tank Davis's name. they're using Shakur as the pawn to say,
I,
well, Devin Haney needs to fight
hey,
Shakur
Blue,
Stevenson.
you right. Now this the only thing, and I forgot to do. You was just arguing with.
Kendrell, what's
He
good,
was
brother?
kind.
What's
He
up,
was
bro?
kind of capping a little. He was kind of capping a little bit, but what I kind of agree with him was Bill. This the thing, right? That's how I look at it. Tank about to fight Ryan. Devin about to fight Lomachenko. That was the four kings, right? Originally, right?
It was T.O., Devin, Ryan, and
Man, no
Tank.
damn Tio. Lomachenko, Devin Haney.
Well, Loma was
Tank.
like the odd man out because he started at he was at 126, like Shakur. So he was kind of the odd
I
man
ain't
out.
trying to disrespect Tio, but if we gonna pick who's a better fighter, or even though Tio did beat Loma, he did. But if we gonna say what's more of a, I'm gonna go watch this Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. I'm gonna go watch it over Tio versus Devin Haney. Like I am, right? So we got Lomachenko fighting Devin. We all know Devin probably just gonna outbox him. All right, cool. We got Ryan fighting Tank. Tank, we all what Tank could lose, but the way it's looking, he gonna knock out Ryan. He gonna be Ryan. So if they don't fight next, then we can make all of these. All right, hold on, y'all had it. Y'all both won y'all fights while y'all ain't fight. Then we can start pointing the finger about who ducking who. But if they both scheduled to fight big fights on pay-per-view, we really can't talk about who ducking who because they both about to fight big fights.
See,
Now, if they don't fight after,
see, the thing
you
I
know,
have with Devin is this, right? Is most people don't remember this. Natalie, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Carlos Burrell was good. Most people don't remember that. See, Devin Haney exceeds all of them because he turned pro before them, right? Essentially, he was making a name for himself before them. We knew who Devin Haney was before everybody else, right?
right?
So now people forget Devin Haney was calling out. He was in the mix when Robert Easter and Mikey Garcia.
Devin Haney was calling out Adrian Broner, man.
This is
I
what I'm
remember
trying
that.
to tell. This is what I'm trying to tell people. So when people say, "Well, Charles Giddens was good," when people try to say, "Well, Devin Haney's clout chasing off a Tank name," no, Devin Haney has been trying to fight whoever you said was the best fighter in the division, whether it was Robert Easter, Adrian Broner, and Mikey Garcia. He was calling them out. And Robert Easter, and that's my brother. Salute to Robert Easter. But Robert Easter was sunning him, right? Nah, little pup. The same way Lomachenko was. Man, he ain't ready, right? This is before Tank was their name in there. Before Tio was the name in there, right? It was opportunity. Why? Because the difference is, like Bob Arum said, Devin Haney chose to do it on his own early. And so what did Bob Arum say? He's on record saying this. Ain't nobody to tell him to do it by himself. He should have signed with us. Bob Arum said that, right? So now remember, Devin was actually supposed to fight Luke Campbell for the vacant belt that Mikey Garcia vacated to fight Errol Spence.
Okay.
But they allowed Lomachenko to leapfrog him and fight Luke Campbell, and then Lomachenko was supposed to honor and fight Devin Haney after that. And remember, Bob Arum told Bill Haney to his face and Eddie Hearn. They asked him, Bob, after this fight, should Lomachenko win? Can we make the Devin Haney fight? And Bob Arum said, absolutely not. We're going to franchise him. That's not our fault. He should have.
I remember that. That's crazy.
Right. So this is, but so he wasn't. This had nothing to do with Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Davis is in a class over here. Devin Haney is trying to fight Lomachenko when the champions, it was only two champions then. It was Lomachenko and it was Richard Coleman.
That's true.
Right? And remember this too. Another fun fact, most people don't know. When you're the unified champion, you're not even supposed to fight for a vacant belt. They allowed Lomachenko to fight for a vacant belt as the unified champion.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Right? Richard Coleman had the IBF. Right?
Okay.
The WBC was vacant. Lomachenko had the WBO and WBA. He then fought Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC title and picked up that belt.
And that's why Devin should have fought him. That's why Devin should have been able to fight Luke Campbell. That was bullshit.
Right, exactly. Right. No, and they leapfrogged him. Right? And so this is why I try to explain to people when they listen to these consistent narratives. Oh, Devin Haney's just trying to use Tank Davis. Devin Haney has been trying to fight the best in his division before Tank Davis was Tank Davis, who we know today.
Hey, Blue. Now let me say this: you are 100% right, and I want my man to get in the team and talk. Look, Blue, you're 100% right. This how I look at it, right? And you tell me if I'm right or wrong. So, Devin Haney, this what he peeped from an early. He been around Floyd. Now, Devin was like, all right, I want legacy too, right? You go with Floyd, he gonna be more on the make you a big star, make us much money. Like he said it himself, he got to choose between legacy and currency. He want to do both, but he gonna put the money over the legacy. If Devin would have been with Mayweather Promotions and Al Heyman and then Leonard and them, he wouldn't have got that fight against what's the name, Ken Bosos. He wouldn't have got that fight.
No, he wouldn't have
You
got
know
that.
what I'm saying? So
Now,
he was like, let me get all the belts, right? And then he said, all right, I'm gonna do it this way. Tank was like, all right, I'm gonna go get the fame and the money and be a star. So it's really like you gotta pick one. You couldn't do both. So now that they both got it, they gotta fight each other next.
yeah. He got, and that's what I said. Like, and I'm all for Tank is a superstar in the sport, but we can't water down the belts don't matter and all that,
No,
man.
no, no, no. The bells matter. The bells matter. The bells matter. It matters.
Devin been trying to fight that era. Most people don't even. Again, Robert Easter, Adrian Broner, and Mikey Garcia. He was trying to fight them. You know what I'm saying? That's way before T.O., Tank, and Ryan.
That's true.
Way before them, right? When he was a youngster, and that's just how they treated him. Oh, youngster. So now people say, well, Devin should leave the division. He too big. Well, he been there trying to get his just dues all this time.
No, Devin ain't too big. That's cap. He ain't
Right.
too big.
He
That's
ain't too
cap.
big. So now we talking about Lomachenko saying he a heavyweight. Now Tank talking about he a middleweight. Come on, man.
No, they know Devin
Right.
gonna beat him. They just making
Right.
excuses.
That just
But no, hey, look. Hey, let me say this. I'm about to get off. I'm about to get on this plane. Hey, Blue, keep doing your thing, bro.
appreciate
Hey, y'all, I came on and had a civilized conversation with Blue, man. Folks says y'all better stop getting on Blue, man. Let that man do his thing. All right, so I'm out.
Yeah, man. That's why I tell them. I send them the link, man. They don't want to come on. It's easy to say what they say in the chat. Eric Salazar, my brother. What's good, okay, brother?
Hey, how you doing, Blue? Hey,
man,
man, thanks for letting me on, man. I just
Man,
want to tell you, man, I love your show, man. Man, this is the mecca of YouTube boxing.
Man, I
all that,
appreciate
man.
you, bro.
You're the truth, man. So, yeah, thanks for having me on, man.
Absolutely. Let my brother Kendrell go ahead and cook because I know he's been waiting.
Oh yeah, man. I just wanted to say, man, I gotta give it up to Haney because, man.
Hold on, Eric. Let Kendrell cook first, real quick.
Oh yeah. Sorry, bro.
No problem.
No, you good. I like I say, I'm very respectful. I ain't gonna just interrupt and come in. But yeah, man, I was just gonna say about the whole Devin Haney thing, Blue. Everything you said is 110% correct. I just wanted to add to the whole Devin Haney thing. It's like people forget he did turn pro at 15 years old, and he is a pup. Anybody is a pup at 15 years old. And everybody sending a child to no back room, bar room to fight in dirty ass Mexico City. And that's no disrespect to Mexico, but them motherfuckers do not. Excuse my language.
We gotta keep it clean. Gotta keep it clean.
Them people over there do not play, and it's serious. And it's a sport. It's more of a you don't play it. You have to be serious about the whole sport. And Devin took that serious since day one. And again, before Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia, anybody named, Devin Haney was in the division and prepared to fight anybody, no matter how old they are or how big they was, or if they came in at the right weight. You know, Devin Haney was willing and able to take that L. So for Tank to get on TV, oh, Devin Haney got lead tattoos like me, and he want to be like me, and all this, that, and that's BS, bro. That's not right. It's not right, and it's not fair to Devin Haney to not just give him all his credit, because Devin Haney, even though he didn't get the opportunity with Luke Campbell, he still made a way to fight and still made a way to get the belts, and he did it without a Mayweather. So if anybody want to be like somebody, Tank, no shade to you. You went and got a promoter. He did it with his daddy. You feel me? And that's no shot to Calvin, because Calvin's like a father figure to you, Tank. And Calvin has been there. And he's raised the pup. You know what I'm saying? He raised you into the man you are today with the help from Leonard and Floyd. No, but Devin didn't have that. Devin relied on his jab, his right hand, and his foot skills. And he made it work all the way up to this point. trying to fight Robert Easter, trying to fight Adrian Bonner, trying to fight Mikey Garcia. If he could have fought Errol Spence, I think he would have fought Errol too. Even though I think that would have been his first L, but so I can't sit up here and say that he's sitting up here following nobody. He's making his own path and he's making history. Eric, I'll let you take over, bro. That's all I wanted to add in and say.
Hold on.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Derek Gilly, our brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said Tank being a 3-division champ is no different than T.O. being undisputed. It's all promo. Yeah, you could look at it that way. I you know what I'm saying? It's the regular belt, so but you know, it just gets really ridiculous. This whole he's trying to build his name off himself. The belts don't matter, man. That has no place in the sport of boxing. Zero place in the sport of boxing. The dude is trying. Salute to my brother BFTB Boxing. What's good with your champ? Go subscribe to my brother BFTB Boxing. What's good with your king? Dub right side was good. So the thing is, there is no place for that in the sport of boxing. No place. The belts matter, and he's just trying to fight the best. Period.
Point blank. Period.
Period. Like, so we mad if a fighter not trying to fight the best, right? Now this is what I find ironic. Everybody will complain, man. Terrence Crawford ain't trying to fight the best. Terrence Crawford ain't trying to fight the best. Devin Haney is trying to fight the best, and then Devin Haney just clout chasing. Like, which one is it?
Well, Tank Davis is more of a Terrence Crawford to me because to me, Devin Haney's resume is a little stronger in my eyes. Because I mean, Leo Santa Cruz to me is the only former champion that he fought, unless I'm missing something. I could be wrong. Like, you're not fighting champions after champions. Errol Spence fighting champion after champion. Devin Haney fighting champion after champion. You fought one champion, bro. Everybody else is just off a PBC name. You making money off of PBC for real. I mean, I'm not hating on them guys. They still professional athletes. I'm not trying to get in the ring with them. But at the same time, if you want to talk about clout chasing, Devin Haney fighting champions, bro, and former champions for real. Jorge Linares, JoJo D. I don't know if JoJo was a champion.
Tank did fight Leo. He fought Gamboa. He fought Pedraza. And I think it was Cuellar. Cuellar was a champion too, I think.
But Pedraza was before Cruz, right?
He fought Pedraza for a belt, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
for the IBF belt.
That was before Leo Santa Cruz at 130. I think he fought Pedraza at 126.
No, he fought Pedraza at 130, right? I think.
130?
Yeah, 130.
Oh. Hey guys, I apologize for dropping back in on y'all. So it was something that happened. It's something I think Blue was talking about, but it wasn't Blue. It was somebody in the comments. I said this in one of your videos, Blue, and I said we will be talking about Tank resume ain't good. How?
It's not better than Devin's. I'm not saying it's not good. It's not better.
No. Okay, so who did Devin beat?
I just named two of them.
Who?
Jorge Linares and JoJo Diaz. I just named two of them.
Okay, that's cool. So Devin got to win like when he beat undefeated Pedraza.
Huh?
He got to win like when he beat an undefeated Pedraza. He got to win like he moved up and beat.
I gotta challenge that because Devin beat Pedraza, but Devin beat undefeated Cambosis in Australia for undisputed.
Just like Errol Spence went over there and beat Kell Brook for the IBO. Like I said, if you want to talk numbers, then talk numbers. But if you want to talk status, then talk status. Numbers and status is two different things, bro. When you go somebody
Pedraza and Cambosis, they like on the same level.
When you go in somebody's backyard and beat them, though, it's totally different.
I understand that. So I'm gonna say it like this, right? So if you look at the resume, because I went to look at, I'm like, damn, it beat nobody. Now we're not saying he beat like a Devin Haney level or ain't nobody did that yet. They about to do it now. That's why they about to fight each other. But his resume, he got like at least 7 opponents that was at least former world champions or like solid opponents. Like these ain't like walkover fights. People be talking about like Tank.
I personally think that Tank resume is better than Devin's right now, right? Because he beat the Isaac Cruz victory, looked better. Leo Santa Cruz is one of my favorite fighters, so I'm a little bit biased, right? Leo Santa Cruz, I love Leo Santa Cruz.
Rolly was a fight. Hey, people not giving Rolly his credit on that fight. That was a tough fight for Tank for real.
Well, my thing with Rolly, and no slight to Rolly, I like Rolly, but I thought Rolly lost to Jackson Mourinho.
Yeah, it's like nobody.
He did.
If I go back and look at it, I mean, to me, everybody Tank has fought throw too many punches. It's like he's fighting all Manny Pacquiao's. Nobody has defense. When he get in there with somebody with solid defense and a counter puncher, he's going to have trouble. I'm just being real. Even Ron Garcia throw too many punches to me. I'm just saying none of them have defense. Nobody he has fought up to this point got defense.
Well, and I'm gonna say this: beating Lomachenko is better than anybody.
When Devin do it, is anybody on Tank resume?
Yeah, to go.
I ain't gonna lie. He beat Loma, yeah.
To go to Australia twice, and then come back and beat Lomachenko.
It's hard to do that, man. It's hard.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. My last thing, y'all. Don't go. If when Devin beat Lomachenko, which he will, and he's undisputed, and he stay at 135 and wait on Tank, I would never say nothing about Devin Haney ever again. If he
see, you know what's hard about it is this is what's hard about it, right?
Sure.
Is that I don't think like Devin beats Lomachenko, right? Now styles may fight. I think Tank knocks out Lomachenko in 7 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. The comparison is hard because I think that everybody that Tank beat, Devin would beat.
Facts.
And I think everybody that Devin has fought, Tank would beat.
That's why we should stop talking about, they ain't fight nobody. No, they just ain't fought each other yet. They fought decent opponents.
And
they just ain't fought each other.
And that's where we're trying to get to. So instead of people saying he clout chasing and he trying to be like him, no, he trying to fight that man so we can have complete clarity as to who is the best in the division. Period.
That's facts. Hey, Blue, I gotta give you that. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So we keep talking about, like right now, I disagree when Tank says, and people take it as, hey, no, it's not. You beat Ryan Garcia means that you are now the face of boxing. Ryan Garcia has never fought for a title. He's never won a world title. You got to be in it to win it. His biggest win is Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell never won a world title. Like we got to relax. But how do and again, I'm not diminishing Tank's talent because his talent is undeniable. You understand?
Right.
But when we say the face, how can we say he's the face over? It's not a popularity contest.
I think they just talking stuff into existence.
Wait, hold on, Blue. It is a popularity. Yes, it is. It is a popularity contest.
Well, it is. But that's the problem today's time. Mm-hmm. It's about popularity because Marvin Hagler's popularity was not on the level of Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard and Roberto Duran.
I think Tank is more just speaking into his existence. He know Canelo will still be the face of boxing after the 22nd. Right. It's not time. I think he's just talking. You know how some people just talk into existence, just like you were saying about the whole clout chasing with Devin. I think he's just talking to have people like us talking about it. I honestly say that because he know for a fact beating Ryan Garcia don't give him any type of upper clout. And you just gave all the factors. He's never been a world champion or anything, you never even be the top contender but Luke Campbell. So I mean, he's just talking. I think he's talking.
And then again, Ryan Garcia's status comes from outside the sport of boxing. I mean, Floyd Mayweather just said it himself.
Yeah.
He said it himself. Oh, let me get these super chats real quick. Sylvester Simple Brother in super chat. He said last two, Blue, Matias versus Teofimo Lopez. Abdullah Mason versus Rolly. I got Abdullah Mason beating Rolly, and I got Matias beating Teofimo. All right. Eric, go ahead, Eric. Hold on, Eric. Let me get this last super chat. Quincy Carter, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. He said Tank has been pro longer than Devin, so I would hope his resume is better. Has he? He's older. I don't know. Devin turned pro. Well, I guess because Devin been pro for 9 years.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think Tank got more fights. No,
they got. Dev got one
I
more
don't
fight. Dev got 29, Tank got 28.
Oh, God. Devin went to Mexico and ran up some fights.
Yeah, he let me see what Tank started his career. That's a good question. Tank is older, 4 years older.
Well, he's older.
Tank started in 2013. That's what, 20 years ago. Tank been pro for 20 years? No, I'm tripping. But 10 years.
10 years.
10
Yeah,
years.
10 years.
So he been pro. Devin turned pro. Hold on. Let's see.
He ain't turned pro before 2013, I don't think. Hell, he ain't that old.
Devin turned pro in 2015.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Tank been fighting on.
Yeah, Tank been fighting 2 years longer. Yeah, 2 years. He's what is he? 4 years older and fighting 2 years longer.
And when you said 2013, I already knew. I was like, you can't be doing that.
Yeah. 2013 is wild because that means Devin.
Hey, I gotta do one of my blue interjections. Hey, so the face of boxing. Hold on. So Canelo, the face of boxing.
Yeah.
Why?
Accomplishments. You know what I'm saying?
The money he brings in.
Money he made.
He beat Triple. Okay, the money. Okay, he beat Triple G.
Mm.
Who else?
I mean, even not just the wins, just the fights he been in.
Undisputed.
Okay. He undisputed. He beat Triple G. We talking about what he did. He lost to Floyd. Everybody can lose to Floyd. That's cool, but he did fight him.
Uh-huh.
He beat Triple G. And he undisputed, but he just lost to Beaver. He gotta listen.
The Beaver was arguably the best fighter in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. But when black fighters lose, they fall all the way out the ranking system. So why we?
Can I say this?
No, I'm not saying he's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah.
And he's still the face of boxing. So, like for instance, when Floyd fought Oscar was still the ace. Oscar was already knocked out. He had multiple losses. He wasn't, but Oscar was still the major draw. He's still the face.
You tell me somebody else that can take a loss and still draw $45 to $70 million the next fight.
Right.
He got the Mexico fan base. Black people ain't got no money. Come on, y'all.
Right. You gotta think about it, right? Canelo has fought. I know we complain that we want to see him fight Charlo and Andre and Benavidez. No, I don't want to see him fight Earl. I think he's too big for Earl. But
hey, he ain't want to fight him, no Blue. Earl called him out.
No, Earl didn't call him. Earl said he never really thought about it. The PBC offered that fighter the catchweight at 64. But
Canelo want that smoke, man.
Hey, listen. Contrary to popular belief, let me tell you, right? Canelo won't duck an Earl Spence fight. Earl Spence style is what he likes. He don't got to look for Earl Spence. He don't like fighters he got to look for.
He won't fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford do
so we ain't gonna talk about him cheating on steroids and blaming it on some meat.
No. I mean, let me tell you why I don't get into that. Because if you know about your favorite fighters behind the scenes,
Blue, what you saying, Blue?
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of the favorite fighters behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Even Floyd, I don't think did it 100% all the way.
Listen. Y'all know Blue. Listen, Blue Blood Sports TV is the mecca of boxing media. Listen, every boxer, whether they mad at Blue or rocking with Blue at the time, watch what y'all say on here.
They watching me. For sure, they watching. But
I'm not hating on them. But even Roy Jones got something in his tank.
Roy Jones, James Toney, like it just.
HGH was the man back in the 90s.
So
y'all gotta admit though, like for Oscar to be, basically the face of boxing, that was in the Roy Jones era too. And Roy Jones was probably the best pound for pound, like the actual fighter. Mm-hmm. So it's not always the best fighter. Like when it
And
comes
Bernard
down to it,
Hopkins.
probably like Tyson Fury, you know, since that's the heavyweight division and that's where boxing goes, you know, he's probably the best fighter out there.
Hold
You
on,
know,
but
I would say.
on this too, Eric. Holyfield Lewis was fighting too.
Yep.
And he still was the face over them.
Yep. And you know, it came down to where, you know, Oscar just went up to, you know, fight Bernard, you know, still at a catchweight, but you know, he still went up there, and you know, it seemed like the fans respect that. So I guess Canelo, he could be the face of boxing right now, but it's all because of pay-per-view sales. So whoever's gonna make the most pay-per-view sales is gonna be the face. So you know, I think Tank, you definitely got your point. I think he will be the face of boxing once, you know, if he which he should be Ryan Garcia. But I don't know, man. I think what I look for is like what I'm looking at is how can Ryan win? You know what I mean? Because Ryan got a task ahead of him, and you know, him, you know, taking this fight, you know, I mean, he still did it. So I mean, I think for Ryan to win, he might have to not use his jab and stay outside, but I think he's gonna have to lean on Tank and just, you know, not necessarily apply the pressure, but sort of how like Fury fights, where he's just, you know, fidgety and he's leaning on him, getting him tired, pushing his arms down. And I think that's the only chance he got, you know, just to get it like that. But Tank got some pop, man. But I think if Tank if they outsell, which they're gonna outsell Canelo this fight.
You think so?
Whatever Canelo's doing in May, he ain't gonna outsell Ryan.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think Tank's gonna be the face of boxing, I would say, after this. But I mean, to me, I think Devin Haney, he's the one that you know, he's willing to fight anybody. If anybody want to give him a contract, Devin won't say no to nobody. He ain't gonna do no stipulations. I mean, I don't think Shakur is a pawn, but you know, I think he's still got like a layer of protection that he's able to, you know, it's able to give him the confidence to, you know, go ahead and talk this mess, because he knows that you know, he ain't gonna get the Tank fight, and he ain't gonna, you know, the Devin Haney fight's gonna be hard to make. I think he got what it takes to beat Devin in like a few years, but he knows that he's gonna have to wait, and there's gonna be a time gap. So I think Devin deserves like the most credit pretty much in boxing, other than, you know, guys like Jermell Charlo, the younger twin brother. He's one dude that I'll say, other than Devin Haney, that's, you know, he ain't scared of nobody. He's gonna go really out there and box. I feel like a lot of these fighters are using like a little bit of the protection from the promotion side. But those are the real deal, I would say.
I would say it's not the promotion side.
Hold on, let me get to these super chats real quick. Armstrong Consultant, brother in the super chat. He said, Blue, where's the link? Let me get some of this. I just dropped it, Armstrong. Ron G, brother in the super chat, dropping that. Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Tank still hasn't fought his brother yet. He could have fought Loma and Cambosis for the belts, but he declined. Garcia, Devin, Regis, all called Tank out, shaking my head. Hey, wait, hold on. Oh, I forgot. Tank is yet to fight a black dude?
Man, y'all gotta stop that, man.
Hey, man, that matters, bro.
Who has he fought?
You know that matters, hey, Will.
Even Floyd fought Andre Berto.
Hey, hold on. Floyd Tank never fought. Well, I mean, he didn't fight Gamboa.
Yeah, boy, ain't man.
No,
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna.
Bro. He is, bro.
Oh, no, he fought Roby.
Hey, Will, ain't your plane about to leave?
Hey, man. Hey, y'all think I'm capping? Hold on. Tell you, man, I'm about to get up out of it. Hey, look, let me ask you one question. I'm gone.
Hey, Will, he's gonna miss his flight. Hold on, where you going, kid?
Hey, man, I'm about to go back home, man. I play pro ball overseas, bro.
Oh, whoa, that's congratulations, brother.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, look, hold on. Let me say this one last thing. Look.
Go ahead, cook.
So Blue, Who winning? I know you cool with Bill, and that's your boy, and I'm cool with it. I ain't got no. That's all good.
Tank and Devin.
Who gonna win that? Take it, Devin.
Devin.
Why?
He have no hesitation.
I've been saying this forever, right? You know, I told Tank this, right? And that's why I went viral, right?
Yeah.
And the reason is, Tank is not. People confuse Tank with being like a brawler. Now he got that equalizer. I'm not saying he can't win. It's a 50-50 fight.
Mike Tyson a brawler.
Mike Tyson not a brawler either. That's why he got outboxed. Mike Tyson was never a brawler. He was a strategic pressure fighter, right? Mike Tyson, he was strategic. He did right.
If Mike Tyson go past the 7th round, he gas out and you could beat him. That's why all his fights end in the first round.
Because when you again like Mike Tyson, right? Like Tank, Hector Garcia winning in the first half. Mario Barrios winning in the first half. Because Tank is a strategic boxer puncher.
Thank you.
And so what happens is when you fight a Shakur Stevenson or a Devin Haney, that 5th or 6th round, you down on the cards, you ain't never catching up. They're not going to make the mistake like Mario Barrios did, Leo Santa Cruz, and Hector Garcia made the mistake, and Ryan Garcia. I didn't think he was losing to Ryan Garcia. I mean, Rolly. I thought he was winning that fight. I thought he was strategically taking a step back and letting Rolly come towards him. So you
think Devin? We ain't gonna talk about Shakur. We gonna say he the young pro. We gonna talk about Devin and Tank.
Devin reached. Do you see? Lomachenko is slightly bigger than Tank. You see Devin compared to Lomachenko? So Devin is bigger. Devin is going to control the fight. He's not interested in knocking Tank out. He's not interested. He's interested in outpointing him, outboxing him.
He gonna have to trade with him eventually, Blue. And then what's gonna happen?
You don't never have to trade with him. Hector Garcia never had to. Mario Barrios never had to trade with Tank. He made the mistake. He made the mistake of allowing Tank to close the gap strategically, not paying attention to the
Cambosis ain't Tank though.
No. Check me out there. Mario Barrios was outboxing him with his range, right? He never had to trade with Tank. He strategically, Tank did, close the gap with his feet and his angles. And then before Mario Barrios realized it, he was close enough to Tank that he could strike you, right? It's like a cobra, right? You see what cobras and rattlesnakes, they don't just come out the gate and strike. They wait till they know they got you in a position where they can strike and they're gonna get you. That's Tank, right?
You think Devin got enough power to keep Tank off him for 12 straight rounds?
Yeah, with the jab.
That's what Tank messing up at. From now to the second, Tank is in trouble. He gonna fight Tank on the outside, use the grab, use his feet, and stay away. If he don't give him out, Tank ain't got no leverage.
Right, clinch if it comes down to it too.
Right. Devin will grab him. So you behind on the cards with Devin.
And I'm gonna hold you the rest of the fight.
Devin arguably got the best jab in boxing. And his arms are extremely long. If he hit with Tank and just and could touch him and take a half a step back, see his feet and his hands are quicker than everybody think it's for.
So what kind of fight? What kind of fight Tank got to fight to beat Devin?
And hit the body all day for the first 8 rounds. Just go to the body, sort of like Pitbull.
Tank has to be more aggressive than he normally is. How he gets aggressive in the second half of fights, he got to start the fight out. But you saw when he did that with Hector Garcia. People say, "Hey, Blue, you're hating on him." No, watch the fight. You saw when he started out with Hector Garcia. He started out like this, right?
Yeah, he did.
Hey, I thought it was pretty foolish, but Hector Garcia, for 5 rounds, stood in front of Tank with his hands at his side and was flicking a jab, bang, comfortably, and just hitting him with the jab. Now,
that's true.
Now, a part of that is Tank just thinking his way to put you in position. But my thing is, you can't think your way into position with Devin Haney and Shakur, or Devin Haney, right? because
is true.
because when you do that, when you look up at the clock, you're gonna be in the 8th round because they're gonna take a step back, a half a step this way, a half a step that way. They're not interested in engaging, right? They're interested in
They're gonna try to outsmart thing.
right.
You got a
Exactly.
point, Blue. You got a
So
point.
Devin
Alright, y'all.
Long,
Hey, yo, hold on, Blue. I heard
Go ahead,
you
Arthur.
speaking about what's up, Blue? I
Hey.
heard you say something about the resumes, right? With Tank. So I'm gonna give Tank Draja. I gotta give him Santa Cruz.
Keep cooking. I'm gonna just step off for 1 second.
Right. I gotta give him Santa Cruz, right? But here's the thing: when Devin fought, I think Gamboa. After Gamboa, he either fought a world champion or he fought a previous world champion back to back to back to back. He then fought Gamboa, then he fought Jorge Linares, then he fought Jojo Diaz, then he fought George Cambosa twice. That's pressure. You see what I'm saying? It's not like he fought a world champion or a previous world champion, and then he fought somebody that's not a world champion but a great contender. He fought either a world champion or a previous world champion back to back to back to back. That's pressure. You got to give him props.
You said the resumes, right? Did you see Tank fighting another African American on the resume so far?
Oh man, no.
All right. I was just making sure.
But to be fair, I didn't see Devin neither.
Gotcha.
No, I didn't see. So I'm gonna be fair on both sides because we fans of boxing first. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's our favorite fighters, I didn't see Devin neither, and I think the only one did was Shakur, if I'm not mistaken, was an African. Yeah. I think Shakur the only one. Yeah.
And I don't know why nobody haven't fought Richard Comey yet. I think Loman's the only one that fought Richard. I think he just had a fight recently though with somebody too.
I thought Richard Comey just got knocked out.
Yeah, he just got knocked out by Ramirez. I think. I want to say
he's about to be a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
you got them animals coming up, man. You have Frank Martin, the Ghost. He's coming. You have Keyshawn Davis is uber dangerous. Keyshawn Davis, he's so talented. He can come up right now and contend with a lot of these guys. So hey, Blue. Just to recap on what I said. Since Devin has fought Gamboa, he has either fought world champion or previous world champion back to back to back to back. There has not been a gap in his resume since Gamboa. That's not easy to do. You got to give him props on that. You see what I'm saying? Tank, he fought Pedraza, then he fought bad contenders, my bad. He fought bad contenders, right? Then he fought Santa Cruz, then he fought bad contenders. No, Devin have either fought world champion or previous world champion back to back. You got to give him respect for that. You have to.
I think Devin Haney's jab is too good for Tank Davis. Devin Haney can really, they keep saying that Tank got all this power and Devin Haney looks weak. If he's a middleweight, if y'all saying he's a middleweight and all this, that, and the other, obviously he ain't too small. So if his jab is working, his footwork is working, how Tank is going to get inside? He can't bob and weave. He going to try to bob and weave and get hit just like Lennox Lewis did Mike Tyson all night long. Jab.
Devin,
unless he lands that one punch, because Devin did get rocked by Linares. If that happens in that fight, Tank's not gonna let up, and that's it's a whole nother world of power when you compare Linares to Tank's one punch type of knockout power. So I mean, he's gonna have to get in that body.
Right?
Mike Tyson ain't stronger than Tank Davis.
Hold on. That's worse for Tank, right? Because if Tank had fought him before that Jorge Linares fight, and Devin hadn't had that experience, and he would have got hit with that by Tank, that would have corroded his career. Devin getting hit by that and gaining that experience from Jorge Linares, he's not going to let that happen twice. If you look at Devin after that fight, he was much more poised and controlled. See, Devin has always had the skill. He has always had the talent to display at his will. If you look at Devin now, he fights like a veteran. He fights with poise. He still has skills. He only uses what's necessary, and that's a much more dangerous boxer to me, because that boxer know exactly what to utilize, when to utilize it, and that's it. And he can change.
You saw that in George Cambosa's fight.
On Jorge Linares, no, not on Jorge Linares. Yeah, on Jorge Linares fight, he showed up and showed out. And it's not always necessary to do that because you leave yourself open too. He learned that.
And one thing one thing you got to note too is that if Devin does fight with Tank, he will have to take a rehydration clause. There's no way that he's going to get the Tank fight without having to have some sort of weight stipulation, even though he has the belts. No, he's going to get that fight because it looks like Devin Haney only got a couple more fights at 135. Anyway,
you put that clause in as if he the A side. Without having the belts, he won't be the A side in my eyes.
No,
unless the network promotions. Other than that, without having the belts, you can't be the A side in my eyes. You shouldn't be. Not you can't because they can do what they want to do, but you shouldn't be if you don't have the belt. If you coming in here to fight this man at undisputed, how you gonna be the A side and talk about you bringing in a rehydration clause? No, you can't do that, bro. That ain't
it's just that's the game.
You got to think about it.
That's the boxing game.
If Tank and Devin fight, they fight for all the marbles. Right?
And Devin is champion, so Devin should be A side.
If you fight for all the marbles and the artillery, then you have leverage. You have a say so. Tank don't owe Ryan Garcia nothing. What leverage do Ryan Garcia really have with Tank?
Nothing.
Nope, that's why he had to take it.
What leverage do Ryan Garcia has over Tank?
Devin don't got to take all of that.
So Tank and his team get to dictate the terms of the engagement, right? Here's the thing.
It's like when Oscar fought Bernard Hopkins. When Oscar fought Bernard Hopkins was the great middleweight champion already. But in order to get the Oscar De La Hoya fight, he had to come down and take a weight stipulation.
Oscar fought Floyd Mayweather, Oscar fought Bernard Hopkins, whoever Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy got in the ring with. Golden Boy was the A side at that time. That was HBO boxing. This is a totally different game now. Al Haney didn't have much control over Oscar De La Hoya and them back then. The Oscar De La Hoya was running shit.
This is a different animal. It's a different animal. I think like you said before, Tank need Devin just as much as Devin need Tank. We don't like to admit that, but Tank really don't have the credentials that he should have at his age, and he's coming close to 30.
And then
we want to see Devin in a marquee fight.
But yeah, that's why they're saying the belts don't matter. That's what gives these fighters the merit to go ahead and say that the belts don't matter, is because we can already tell that Tank won't.
The only one that did.
Let me hear him, good brother. Let me hear what you say. What you say?
Oh yeah, and it is. So it's not the same era as Oscar when he fought Bernard, but it created this butterfly effect to where Tank, he has leverage over Haney, even though Haney has the belts, because he's going to be selling more pay-per-views. If he's going to go ahead and sell 1.5 million or 1 million pay-per-views, and Devin Haney's never been on pay-per-view, then it's Tank's rules. And that's boxing.
It goes back to what Blue said back in 2020. It goes all the way back to what Blue said back in 2020. Floyd Mayweather started that when he had his WBC belts, but he wouldn't put them on the line versus Shane Mosley now because he didn't want to pay sanctioning fees and all of that. That's what it goes back to. You can have a belt and still not put your belt up to fight. So it goes all the way back to that. When you don't want to pay all them additional fees and all of this, people will lose their belt just to go in the ring and fight. So I get that point of what you're saying. Belts sometimes don't matter, but this is a different era, bro. This is a different ball game. If that was still the case, Oscar De La Hoya is still behind Ryan Garcia. It would be a Ryan Garcia show if that was still the case. But it shows you
Tank sells more than Ryan.
Let me ask you this question. Let me
get the super chat real quick. Yeah. Ron G, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Gamboa, African Cuban, not Black American. With all due respect, there's a difference. I think Tank's handlers strategically keep him away from the brothers. Then we got my brother Solomon Walker dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said salute Blue Blood for the panel. Since it's a 50-50 fight, how does Tank win? I'm only hearing how Devin Haney will win.
Tank ain't winning.
Let me address this question real quick. We can go to that question. That's a good question. Hey, do you think Terrence Bud need Earl Spence?
Do I think Terrence needs Earl Spence?
I think they need each other.
Yeah. Eric, you got a fan or something on? Because it's blowing in your mic, I think.
For me?
No, Eric.
Oh, okay.
No. It's nothing?
Okay.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Yeah, lift it up again. Yeah. It's up against something because it's like staticky.
We good right there.
Let's see, that's his mic. See if you got another YouTube channel open or something like that. Like
Yeah,
you got a tab open. Close all your tabs.
Oh yeah. Is that
Ron G, brother, back in the super chat, dropping another cinco on your boy Blue. He said WBA Prez asked Tank if he will fight Devin. If he ordered it after Ryan fight, Tank team said it would go different direction according to Bill. I heard the same thing. Johnny Allison was good, but only way Michael Johnson Boston was good. Only way we're gonna know is after this fight. Mr. Carter was good. See, the thing is that Tank said that he wanted to fight Devin. Yi Huncho was good. Keeman Nation was good. He said, I want to fight Devin.
I'm going with what you said, bro.
Hey, Eric, I'm gonna mute your mic until you're talking, okay? When you talk, then just unmute it.
You heard me all strong. I said I agree with you on that, bro. To answer your question, I feel like they need each other, but I could be on that too.
Yeah, see, we're talking about biggest fight.
Hold on, I'm hearing it again.
Is that my mic? Let me see. Hold on. Tell me if you hear it.
Yeah, it's yours, Armstrong. Wait. I'm hearing it again. Check yours, Kendra.
Is it? Hold on.
Might be me. Yeah, I don't hear it now.
It was Kentrell.
Yeah, Kentrell, it's yours.
To address you, Kentrell, man, these for the biggest fights, ain't none of that. Oh, I sold this, I sold that. You're talking about Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis. This bring everything out the woodworks. I'm talking about from casual to purist boxers, everything out the woodworks. We don't know what them numbers are going to do. We can't sit up here and say, the numbers that he did versus Isaac Cruz can be compared to Devin Haney. No, we don't. Because we know as boxing purists that this is the most 50-50 fighters you can get. And then to tie that into what the other brother said, we're talking about how Devin can win versus how Tank can win. We're only hearing it about Devin's side. We know how Tank can win. If Tank show up tonight and Tank is in shape, and if Tank counter-punching ability is there all that night, and if Tank start earlier, you know what I'm saying? Tank has a 50-50 chance in this fight. We're not diminishing Tank by any means. What we're saying is Devin is going to have to be disciplined because we did see a chink in his armor. We've seen chinks in Tank's armor, but we never seen him hurt by those chinks. We see him get hit. We never seen him get rocked. Because we seen Devin get hit and get rocked, we're going to pay more attention and going to be more attentive to him making sure that chink is not exposed in that particular fight. We've seen Tank get hit and take something and then throw something right back and make a person go blind. You see what I'm saying? The only chink in Tank's armor that never really affected him is that he started later. His God-given ability allows him to start later. He cannot have that chink on night of Devin, nor Shakur Stevenson. He cannot have those chinks. Those chinks will have to be filled by him. So that'll be the way he can lose, and that'll be a way he can win. And it's same thing vice versa with Devin.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I say that he's not the face of boxing with or without this fight, because we know what Canelo's gonna bring in after a loss. And that's why it goes back to being the face of the boxing and goes back to saying that this fight doesn't determine if Ryan Garcia or Tank is the face of boxing. And then to go back to that, to say, to answer his question, like you brought up about how will Tank win, like you said, if he comes in shape, if his counter-punching ability is there, if he's boxing and not trying to be a strategic fighter and actually boxing Devin Haney back and then get inside and catch him, it's different ways Tank can win. But if Devin Haney gonna be disciplined, like you just brought back up, like I said, you hit everything on.
Nobody's putting their house on it. Nobody's putting their house on that. You see what I'm saying? But the only thing I can say is, I think Tank will not lose his status in boxing depending on who he loses to. The only way, if Tank loses to a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, he's not losing no popularity. If Devin Haney possibly can't lose to nobody. I don't know why this visual hate is for Devin Haney. Devin Haney he can't possibly lose to nobody. He can't lose to nobody. Think about that. Think about this for a second. If Tank lose to Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, he will still have his popularity, and people are going to make excuses for him as to what happened. You know what I'm saying? Devin
Because
Haney
you know what?
nor Shakur Stevenson can lose nobody.
Devin Haney is like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Tank Davis is like Mike Tyson.
Oh,
it don't matter. It don't matter how many times Mike Tyson lose. People gonna show up to see him. It's just like Roy Jones.
Hey, you brought up Mike Tyson. My lights went out.
We watch Roy Jones get knocked out by Tarver, right?
Right.
Everybody have an excuse. Well, that's because Roy came back down and we all made an excuse, right? Then Roy got knocked out by Glenn Johnson. It's like, well, he ain't take Glenn Johnson serious.
Right.
So we getting behind. And certain fighters, and kudos to Tank because he backed it up.
Right.
He backed it up. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson backed it up. Right.
Right.
Until they got to a certain point. Tank Davis' skill set is what I see when people always ask me. Let me explain to y'all again. Tank Davis' skill set is like Mike Tyson. They have physical limitations, like Manny Pacquiao, right? They just have physical limitations. They're physically challenged, right? They're not very tall. They don't have long arms, right? So they use what they have, and it works well. But when you put them in there with a certain style of fighter,
right,
and a certain skill set, like you put Mike Tyson in there with Holyfield and Lennox Lewis, right?
Right.
He overcame Frank Bruno's size. He overcame these dudes. He couldn't overcome Lennox Lewis' size.
Right.
He couldn't overcome Holyfield's aggression and his
tenacity in that fight. There was a lot of tenacity in that fight.
Right.
There was a lot.
Holyfield wanted it. You understand?
Right. He did.
And he's a dog that was bigger than him, knew how to use his size. He wasn't afraid of him.
Right.
He used that. Holyfield was taller than him. He was just as strong as him. He used that. That frustrated Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? And so you can see, if you look at Mike Tyson's early fights, right? You can see those issues flaring up. He just overcame them because the cream rise to the top, right? He's just a better fighter. So he was able to overcome. Look at the Frank Bruno first fight. Bruno rocked him, and you can see in his face, in his body language, like, do I want to do this?
Right, of course, right.
He didn't quit, but you can see in his body language, is this something? He took a step back and he did, like, you can see it.
Right. He was questioning himself.
Right. He questioned himself. But he's like, I'm gonna get to this dude. And he got to him. Right. But when he showed that same body language with Holyfield and Lennox Lewis and those dudes, even Buster Douglas that night. Right. You can see in his body language, like, you still here?
He went back to that moment.
Right. Like, you still here?
He went back.
You understand what I'm saying? And when Tank, look at the first half of Hector Garcia, it's no hate. It's just styles. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
In the first half of the Hector Garcia fight, there was times where Tank was just overly aggressive because he couldn't get to Hector like he wanted to, and Hector was
Devin and Shakur is not going to do that.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
Arguably, he should have fought him before the Jorge Linares fight. After that fight, Devin has been more poised than anything. And Shakur is just almost like he's like the second alien.
Right.
He's an alien.
What I tell people.
Yeah.
People say, well, look how Devin got rocked. And granted, Tank got the hand speed, he got the power, he got the skill set, he got it all. And I don't see none of them hurting Tank. I think it's got to be a fighter to hurt Tank is going to be like Regis Prograis. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that.
Rough, rugged.
Yeah. Somebody like that might clip him with something in between. Regis is a dog. If Tank knock out Regis, he just get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But Regis going to trade with him.
Cruz fight, let me know just how good Tank footwork is. I think Tank footwork would save him in the Regis fight more so than anything. His footwork would be similar to a Cruz fight. Him and Regis. He will have to move.
See, the thing is with Tank, he needs you to cooperate because of his because of his lack of physical size. Right. So his footwork, his mind is so educated to put you in a position where he can be successful. He cannot be successful against Mario Barrios from a distance, even though he's a better fighter. He cannot. It's just physically challenged. He can't. Right. So he needs to put Mario Barrios in a position. Right. Where he got Mario Barrios moving on the back foot and thinking, and he leaped with a hook and bang. Once he dropped him, it was over. He was in his brain. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, Mario Barrios decided, I need to fight this dude. I don't know what in his brain.
I don't know what made him do that.
Right.
It changed the tide of the fight.
Exactly.
Tank is a master at that. Yeah.
Right. Leo Santa Cruz. He knocked out Leo in the 5th, 6th round, right? Remember the round before in the corner, Tank, when Coach Calvin then was saying, hey man, do this, and he said, I got him. Right? Because if you look at the round before the round, and then Leo did that, two or three straight right hands, right? And Tank said, really? And you can see that in the All Access, right? Now, I've been telling y'all that forever, but look at the All Access, right? He just said it again. He said, I can't believe this dude threw three straight right hands.
Yeah. He said, that was so stupid.
I can't believe he just did that, right? Because Tank is smart enough to understand it's fool's gold. If I let you do it once, you're going to try it again.
Yeah.
If you he let him hit the first time. Boom. The first one landed. The second one, it grazed him. He he was already setting him up. The third one, he completely slipped in. Bang. Good night. Right?
That will make him an apex predator to me.
Exactly. That's
he's a predator.
Right. Hector Garcia didn't see the combinations coming. Right. He didn't show him. Tank didn't show him that I could cut you off in the phone booth.
Right.
He kept following him. And I'm like, he's going to do like this. You know what I'm saying? And when he caught him with the right hand and then pivoted this way, and Hector Garcia, now he's back in front of you for his left hand, and bang, I give you the left hand. Right? That's something Hector panicked. It's almost like, bro, I didn't know you could do this. No, see, that's the difference. Devin and Shakur knows he can do that.
Right. Exactly.
They're never going to put themselves in position to find out. No,
that's not only Tank though, Blue. That's not only Tank. That's anybody them two fight.
That's what I'm saying, because it's their natural mentality.
Yeah.
I'm not going, like you said, when Linares landed that punch, you'll never do it again. It's like Floyd.
Exactly.
It's like Floyd.
If you look at that fight, he showed out on Linares. He showed out. Look at his style. Look how his style changed.
Showed out
right after and went to the Jojo Diaz. It's not that he's scared. It's just that he realized he don't need to overexert himself.
Right.
He don't need to do that.
Even in the Joseph Diaz fight, he got caught a couple of times, right?
Right.
But that's because he understood. He understood. He said this with Joseph Diaz. He said, I got to a point where he couldn't hurt me. Right? He couldn't hurt me. So you still know the punch you don't see can hurt you the most, but he knew he could see Joseph punches in the phone booth, and he knew it was predominantly left hand, and he really wasn't concerned with it. You listen to what Devin said about Tank. He said, Tank with one punch can send me into the next dimension. That ain't happening. So that he's already he's preparing you. This is going to be a stick fight. I'm using my stick. He's staying out there. And you're going to complain how boring I was after the fight.
And you can't hurt me that way. You cannot.
And ain't nothing you can do about it.
You know what, Tank, and I know you're going to know this when I say it. You know what Tank will punch a lot of people never talk about? Tank got one of the nastiest pull counters that you will ever see. He generates so much torque from it.
His right hand pivot left. Listen. Go back and watch the Hector Garcia fight. He throws a right hook and then as he lands it, he didn't even finish complete, and he got some on it.
Right.
He didn't even completely finish landing it before he was turning back into his stance and throw the left hand.
And exploded.
That's why I tell people, you got to understand what you're in there against when you're in there with Tank. That's why I say it's three people. It's Devin, Shakur, and himself.
Right. I agree.
Ultimately, himself. Right.
1,000%. I agree with that.
If Devin makes a mistake, he'll pay. If Shakur makes a mistake, he'll pay. He's going to make them pay. I have no doubt about that. The thing is, they're going to make it a boring, long range, out of pocket fight. The moment they get in close with him, it's going to be a hug fest.
Hey, Blue, and they ain't trying to pay because the way they bank account set up.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this though. Hold on, let me say this though.
Hold on. Let me get these super chat real quick. Jason Kelly, brother, the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, "Sorry, Tank is the ace. I have yet to buy a Haney fight. On the flip side, I'm having a huge fight party for Tank versus Garcia pay-per-view board." Again, Jason Kelly, salute to you. It's a popularity contest.
Are you telling me
because yes, you're gonna buy it, and I'm sure the Tank is excited, right? But it's a popularity contest. Tank has been co-signed by arguably the biggest name in boxing history, not named Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, and that's Floyd Mayweather. He put him as the co-main event on the second. Do y'all realize he was the co-main event in the second biggest fight in history? He was the fight before the main event when Floyd fought Conor McGregor. That's the second most watched fight in the history of boxing at 4.4 million pay-per-views. And Floyd telling you this dude got next. You're going to believe him when you're a casual.
And he backing it up.
And then he's going to back it up. So you're supposed to buy it. The difference is Devin is getting it in a different manner. And he's quote unquote not excited because he don't get knockouts. But I keep in mind, he has more knockouts than Lomachenko. He has more knockouts than Teofimo Lopez. Right? He has more how many knockouts? Do you know that Devin Haney has more knockouts than Alexander Usyk?
He's going the Andre Ward route. You know, it's kind of like Andre Ward. You know, he was up there, you know, doing some, you know, epic shit, you know, with that Super Six. But, you know, Floyd Mayweather was still, you know, the man, you know. So, but not to say that Floyd didn't have all the credentials.
Hey, don't sleep too. A lot of people going to buy that Devin versus Tank fight to see Devin get knocked out because they know that Devin, that Tank is one of the only people that can deliver that knockout blow. So,
Shakur Stevenson though. I understand y'all what y'all feel about Devin Haney, but don't sit up here and tell me Shakur Stevenson can't hurt Tank Davis. Tank Davis can't hurt Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur Stevenson can hurt Tank Davis. Shakur Stevenson got popped and got a lot. He's in there to beat you up. He tell you that all the time.
He got popped, but the thing is, I think Shakur is smart enough to know that he can go in there with Tank and outbox him. And if you clip him with something, I don't think he's gonna look to hurt Tank. I think he's gonna look to win Tank.
And I'm only saying y'all keep saying, oh, if Devin making a mistake or if Shakur make a mistake. Well, if Tank make a mistake against Shakur, he's going to pay. Because Shakur is going to make him.
You know, we're going to be a little bit biased towards that because we haven't seen Tank hurt yet. We even heard Shakur Stevenson in the interview that he got hurt from a body blow. You know, from by who he got hurt from?
I've seen Tank hurt plenty of times.
Yeah, I think it'll be accumulated of punches.
Do you see Tank get hurt?
Plenty of times. Tank ain't gonna tell you he hurt.
I never seen him visibly hurt in the ring. And I mean, when it counts, I've heard stories of sparring, but when it counts under the lights, he's like Canelo. Like they have great poker face. I'm sure he took punches that hurt him.
Canelo has some punches that hurt him. Canelo took punches from Bivol that hurt him. So
did you see when Canelo got rocked by Cotto? Miguel Cotto's brother. Yeah.
Hey, do you got Blue? Do you think? Sorry, I got a question. Do you think that Spence and Crawford? You know, do you think that time has passed?
No. I think it's going to happen next. I'm about 80% certain it's going to happen next.
No, like what I mean is like, do you think that it's going to like, you know, put up numbers like, you know, Wilder and Fury and, you know, taking Ryan? You think it's going to project that much?
Yeah. Casually, so? Yeah. I will. And the reason I tell you I believe that is because celebrities and entertainers are interested in that fight. Mm-hmm. It can't go much longer because they don't have the celebrity status of Tank and Ryan. So right now it has to happen right now. Okay. Because the entertainers, you know, that I talk to and see, it's like, yo, You think they starting to waver now? You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen. It gotta happen right now while they still have the eye and ear of the entertainers, the casual fans. It gotta happen right now. And if it happens right now, I think Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence will do 700,000 pay-per-view buys.
Yeah, I was thinking about 600-700.
Yeah.
In your eyes, do you think Terrence Crawford is a top tier celebrity? Just in your eyes?
No.
Not a celebrity, but boxer, yes.
No. He what he is he makes up for 50%, or I would say 40% to Errol Spencer's status. You know what I'm saying? You know these like Denzel Washington and rappers like Jadakiss, and you know what I'm saying, they know like Terrence Crawford is a dog. You know what I'm saying? They know in the ring, he that dude. You know what I'm saying? So, and they all know Errol Spence because he's more of a celebrity than Terrence Crawford. So it's like you put those two together, and it's like, all right, we see the difference is they know the quality of Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Competitive wise, you're gonna get your money's worth. You don't know what you get. This intriguing. Ryan and Tank is intriguing because you don't know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Is Ryan, you know what I'm saying? You look at Ryan, he got 9 million social Instagram followers, and he on Gatorade commercials with Dame Lillard. You know what I'm saying? It's like no disrespect to Ryan, but y'all remember the guy that was doing the football Under Armour commercials? We must protect this house. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was interested to know who that dude was. We knew he played football. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't know who he was. He wasn't Ray Lewis. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
One of the big names.
And then people like, oh man, that dude played on the Cowboys. You understand what I'm saying? And people was interested in him because of those commercials. And that's Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garcia is, people know him from TikTok. My kids know him. All my kids know Ryan Garcia.
They know him from TikTok?
Yeah, because he on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Kids is on TikTok and he doing these challenges, and his hands is fast, and he got the looks, he got the appeal. So it's like, hey man, I mean, my kids, my daughter 7 is like, Ryan Garcia's fighting? Like, huh? What? Now I teach her boxing, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that she's like, oh Ryan, she don't know who Tank is. You know what I'm saying? But she watches YouTube, and oh, Ryan Garcia was at WWE with Logan Paul. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they're familiar with him because he's in a casual setting, right? He comes into your living room outside of his sport. You know what I'm saying? Right. You see him on this commercial with Dame Lillard, who's co-signed. He's a Hall of Famer and a superstar in his respective sport. So you just expect, if you don't know nothing, you see Ryan Garcia, oh, this dude's a boxer. He up there with Dame Lillard. He must be somebody. You see what I'm saying? You don't know what he could do, but if you're in a person with Michael Jordan, you got to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so,
hey, dude, we're not gonna sit up here and not talk about his Stephen A. Smith pad work. Now, you cooked yesterday,
hey
man. You cooked yesterday, but man,
bro,
he's doing too many TikToks because I was like, wait a minute, that's the same pad work he was doing 2 years ago.
It's bothersome to me, man. It truly is, bro. It's like, people have told me, like, bro, dude is in the gym with Joe Goosen 3 days a week. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like Zab told me, hey, ain't no way he ain't training every day. And I have no doubt that he's training. I just don't think he's training properly.
Right.
What for this fight? You know what I'm saying? I think that they are grossly underestimating Gervonta Tank Davis, if that's even a thing. I don't even know how that's a thing, but I believe they are. I believe that they're like, man, I'm gonna hit this dude. My hands as fast. This dude is short. He had trouble with Mario Barrios. He had trouble with Hector. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I truly believe deep down that it's like, bro, you are truly underestimating this dude. And Coach Kenny said something. Tank's co-trainer, he said something yesterday. He's like, bro, I study boxers, and I'm looking at this dude running, and his muscle memory for his legs ain't there, which means that he ain't running every day like he's supposed to, or he's running on a treadmill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for Coach Kenny to see that, and I'm looking, it's ironic because when I was watching Access and I'm watching him running, I'm like, when they now to show y'all something, because this is all I do every day, right? But to show you what I looked at, when they show the far view, right now they show different views of him running, right? The one coming right at us at the screen, and then they show the far view with him running like on the angle, right? Watch when he's running on the angle. He's not running. He's like he's at a he's at. You watch Tank run. He's running. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You watch Floyd run. I watch Devin run, but watch Ryan when he's running on that far view, right? And he's like he's slowing along, right? Like you understand what I'm saying? It's like
right.
It's like, bro, you just did that for the camera. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, he could be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's doing.
How he run, but you just saying it just don't look like he.
Don't look. And for me to look at that, and when I saw that, the first thing I said was, bro, don't look like he been training. And then I didn't even say it publicly. This is the first time I'm saying it, right? And then Coach Kenny said, I'm looking at Coach Kenny went right on and said, I'm looking at his legs. This is what I do. This dude ain't running. And I noticed that immediately, and I'm like, and again, he possibly, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe he did it for the camera. I don't know what he did. But just I play football. I've been around athletes my whole life.
Back running, it's awkward. It hurts. Your joints don't feel good.
Unless they showed us that footage is old, you know what I'm saying? I have no clue. But I feel like he's more focused on losing weight and being on weight than he is working on strategy. I think he's counting on his hand speed. He's counting on his power. He thinks he's going to clip Tank in between something like he's done everybody else. And he's saying to himself, the left hand, I'm going to be prepared for it. I'm going to catch it. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the problem. See, Tank is the total package.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that ain't it, bro. That ain't gonna cover. That ain't what they say. That ain't gonna cover the spread.
Like you said,
ain't gonna do it.
What's that saying? Go. A practice don't make perfect. Perfect practice.
Perfect practice, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you should be sleeping, and he should be with Goosen. It should be no. Did y'all see that? Another thing I want to point out. That whole all access. How many times did they show Joe Goosen?
Well, you know why I didn't see it that many times.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I saw him one. I saw him at the press conference.
No,
he was at the press conference.
While he was training.
In the back, while he was punching the heavy bag, he had on the blue jeans.
He was in the back in the gym, right?
Yeah, he was in the back in the blue jeans. He was
that was for the cameras.
They put up when he was punching the punching bag, Armstrong, not when he was hitting the mitts. He didn't have him in there with the mitts. I think he might
have the heavy bag.
Yeah, heavy bag.
Yeah, when he hit the heavy bag, Joe was in the background.
You got, and that's no disrespect to Coach Kenny. Coach Kenny, you one of the best to do it, baby. Zab Judah, one of my favorite fighters. Blue, you already know how I feel about you, nothing but respect. And that's no disrespect to none of y'all three. But you got to be a fool if you think Henry Garcia ain't got his young line in that gym every day preparing for this other young line. I don't care about no Joe Goosen. I don't care about no Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, none of them. Henry Garcia got his son ready for Tank Davis. Henry Garcia ain't put all this time and work, 200 amateur fights, all this training to become a professional, to have his son look like a clown out there fighting. Bill Haney wouldn't do it to his son. T.O. Daddy wouldn't do it to his son. And I doubt if Henry Garcia would do it to his son. Now, he might not be training with Joe Goosen every day, but he's doing something every day for Tank Davis. Henry Garcia ain't going to do that to himself or to his money or to his wife. His wife is very respected in that game. And they would not, Sean very respected, and Sean ain't even a big name. But
yeah, I feel the same way. Sometimes I feel like they're trying not to show too much.
Yeah.
Or not trying not to give their game down, because a lot of the stuff that I saw did just look for the cameras. They had the perfect lighting and everything when he was hitting the bag. They showed him, going sweating and all that, like a Gatorade commercial. But when they had Tank, hitting his heavy bag, it looked like it was a real glimpse into the work. So I mean, he better be doing something.
I'm gonna be the contrarian in this, so I'm gonna have to push back.
Hold on, I'm sure. Let me get these super chats real quick. Tory, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on this in the super chat. He said Devin had 2 sellouts in Australia, and if he sells out versus Loma, it changes the narrative that he can't sell.
Yeah, you're right, Tory. Yeah.
Alan Maddie's brother in the super chat dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I wish boxing would go back or go way back to the days of one belt, one champ. Also, I'm going to on record to say Loma isn't an auto win for Dev. What if we get Tank versus Loma? Tank knocks out Lomachenko.
Yeah. If that happens, I mean,
his style is tailor-made. Lomachenko don't like pressure fighters. He don't like aggressive fighters. He don't fight well off the back foot. He's defensive. He'll make you miss, but he's not gonna make you pay.
I'm gonna go as far as say he ain't gonna fight Tank after that. After he went undisputed, he's not gonna fight Tank nor Shakur.
He don't like to fight off the back foot. He's not comfortable doing it. And Tank knocks out Lomachenko.
Loma won't even fight Keyshawn Davis.
Darius Gilliard, brother.
Hey, but I'm about to be out, you guys. Hey, y'all have a good one.
Yeah, I'm about to get off in 5 minutes anyway, Eric. So just stay on for 5 more minutes.
Oh, yep. All right, I'll stay with you.
I gotta get that.
Yeah, Solomon Walker, brother, in super chat. That mic is all bad. Please fix it. And they talk about you, Kendrell.
The mic still bad?
Yeah.
I had it muted.
Why?
Yeah. I think that that aggressive style of Tank Davis on Lomachenko is finished.
Now I'm gonna say this about the Ryan Garcia, because both of y'all said that y'all think that his father won't have him, pretty much laxed for the biggest fight of his life. I'm gonna take the opposite stance on that, because Ryan Garcia has been known to be inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia has been at the pinnacle for a long time as far as his career. He only just needed to make that final step in order to fight for a title, to fight for a belt. And if his father was around while Canelo and the other coaches were saying that, hey, this guy is only coming in a day or two, and he only coming in for 20 minutes. The thing that happens with humans, man, is we get accustomed to certain things. We get accustomed to certain behaviors. And once we get accustomed, man, that thing becomes habit. It becomes hard to break those habits. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like with Ryan Garcia, when he's doing the pad work, I mean, unless he's one master marketer and he's purposefully doing the Stephen A. Smith on the pad work, he still have the same bad habits he had 2 or 3 years ago, and it's showing. I'm only looking at what he's showing us, and what he's showing us is that he still haven't broke those habits. And then every time he showed us those habits 2 years ago, it showed up on fight night each time. You see what I'm saying? Every time we seen him do pad work 2 years ago, it showed up on fight night. We seen him a year ago do pad work, it showed up on fight night. We see him doing pad work right now. I believe that that's going to show up on fight night. I don't believe he's such a marketing mastermind to purposefully mess up pad work to try to throw Tank Davis or the fans off his scent. I don't think he's that good. I think he got bad habits that he haven't broke yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I see him on those pads and in training, it just to me, my problem is that it's all being proven to be true. What I mean by saying that is that Canelo said this, Eddie Reynoso said it. He don't show up. He don't do what he's supposed to do. And then when we see him doing the training, and like you said, on the pads and on the mitts and on the heavy bag, he displays that in the ring when he's fighting. He fights the same way. Those hooks, he throws those same exact hooks in the fight when he just fought Javier Fortuna. The same hooks he practiced. You know what I'm saying? And once you in the Frank, what's going on? Jamal Robinson, what's going on? When you practice those things and that becomes muscle memory, you're gonna display that. He may not do it immediately. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said, and y'all know Deontay Wilder is my brother, and Malik is the great trainer. But even the details and what Malik teaches and preaches, there's going to be some point in time where D is going to result back into his old habits. It's just muscle memory. You know what I mean? He's gonna get out of what he's taught at some point in time. Now, the object is to do it as less as possible, eliminate it as less as possible. Orion throws those hooks wide and looping on the heavy bag, on the mitts, he does it everywhere, and then he displays that same bad habit in the ring. And at some point in time, he's going to resort right back to that open up extremely wide, think he sees something that he don't see, and bang, right down the middle, Tank gonna come. And I don't even think it's gonna be the left hand. I think it's gonna be the right hand.
And what I got to say to both of y'all on that is 2 years ago, he was in a bad state, place of mind. He was depressed really bad. He came out and brought that to everybody's attention. He didn't want to work with Eddie Reynoso. He never wanted to work with Canelo. That was all Oscar De La Hoya trying to bring them together. So again, everything y'all saying, he has an answer for all of that. He was not focused at that time 2 years ago when y'all bringing all that up. He was depressed. He was going through things. And the people that he was around, he didn't want to be around. That's why he looks so much better and so much relaxed and so much happier with Joe Goosen. And again, he started showing Joe Goosen. I don't got to be around you every day to be your fighter. I'm pretty sure Jamal and Jamel Charlo ain't around Derrick James and Ronnie Shields every day. That's why he left Ronnie Shields and went to Derrick James. Everybody don't work well together, and everybody don't got to be around each other 24/7 to work. I seen Roy Jones personally with these two eyes, with Alton Murchison, with Alfie, with Billy the Kid Lewis, which is my first uncle, with Derek Smoke Gaynor. He wasn't with them every day. He wasn't with them every day. Roy was out on his farm training by himself with his pops. And he had a trainer. You ain't got to train with your trainer every day. You ain't got to be up under your people every day. You do what you do to make you comfortable and get in there. Alton Murchison went out there catching chickens with Roy. Went out there working on the captain hook with him. He was doing that on his own. I saw that with my own eyes in Pensacola, Florida. I ain't got to watch no media for that. That's me watching that. So at the same time, that's irrelevant to everything. We gonna see on the 22nd what Ryan brings to the table. Because every past fight don't matter what you got to do now. I'm still going with Tank, and I still got Tank winning the fight. But I'm not making no excuses. No excuses.
I like that, man. But you know, it's like Blue said before. You know, Tyson was able to beat those guys because the cream rose to the top. You know, this is you talking about elite fighters now. You seen what happened where Rolly made a mistake one time. One time he was able to throw a punch and roll under the I think that was a straight. These are elite fighters where one mistake can cost you. One mistake can cost you. That's all we saying. All I'm saying is he was making mistakes against people that was subpar. And he won, you know, in between punches with people that are subpar. What happens when you fight in elite fighters? Now the whole game changes now. The whole game changes.
Armstrong, you sound just like my boy when somebody played the Minnesota Timberwolves or somebody when the Utah Jazz was star. You sound just like one of them, bro. If you get paid to do this and you a professional, I don't want to hear all that elite stuff. You get paid to be here, bro.
Hey. I made a man get out of the bed.
DFW motivation was good. Hey, let's get out of here, man. Eric, what's your last words, bro?
Oh no, man. Just thank you for letting me on, man. It was good to see you, man. Good to talk with you guys all, man.
Oh, for sure, man. It's a pleasure, brother. Yeah. Pleasure.
Hey, man. Hey, Blue. Shakur fight this Saturday, man. We're gonna do a watch party. Come on, Blue.
I'm thinking about it.
Last time you was out with the wife, y'all had I think it was your anniversary or something like that.
Yeah. I might be there. I think I'm gonna go live there though.
You gonna go live there?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go live.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
we gotta get a watch party in, Blue, one day.
Man. Yeah, for sure.
Have to.
And the wife be doing
man. I enjoy talking boxing with you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Kendra, that's my hey man. I can talk with him anytime, man.
All day long.
This is what boxing is supposed to look like. I know people I think I have certain biases. It's just that, you know, when I see certain things, I got to say it, and I'm not going to act blind to it because I love boxing. I love the sport, and I know that y'all love the sport. So, you know, I got to say the things that some people may want to say but not going to say it. So,
yeah,
I'll do the unpopular opinion.
That's me, man. Y'all know I get super unpopular, boy. Boy, y'all should see my inbox some days, boy. Watch my inbox tonight, boy. I be feeling like screenshotting and just be like, man, look at this, bro. It just gets ridiculous, bro. Go ahead, Kendrell. Last words, great brother.
Kendrell, it's on you, brother.
Oh no, I just want to tell everybody thank you for having me on, and I appreciate everything that y'all do. And anytime y'all need me, I'm here. I'm here. I appreciate everything.
Salute. We'll be back on tomorrow. Appreciate you, great fellas, coming on, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Road. Make sure you like your shitty videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.